The only media that have been consistent speaking against bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger war, no more bad government. Niger war media, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, no the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government.
So there are so many revelations right there. I can't read anything. So two of them. They are looking at themselves eyeball to eyeball inside hospital for London. You see how these people failed woefully. As of this time, we still don't have hospital that these people can treat themselves in Nigeria. And none of them is willing to give us that hospital yet. It's crazy. Let me take on the other article quickly so that Mo Yokokoma just move on. My people, make them press on the like and help us to share. Nobody don't buy me coffee today. If somebody can press on the dollar sign, encourage what we do here. I really do appreciate that. Let me quickly put this one here. I don't know why Abdulsalami and Buhari, they keep popping in. This is my last article, my last presentation, probably going to be my last monologue. As you can see right there, this one also coming from People's Gazette. You know, I circulated fake news to distract Nigerians from President Buhari's health crisis. Gaba Shehu. You see, these people, you all wake up, they'll come confess, they'll enter house, they'll go eat pounded yam and egusi soup. That's it. Nobody they arrest them, nobody they question them, nothing. They'll all confess. Just see what this one they talk now. Just imagine that. Gaba Shehu, a former spokesperson for East-Wide President Muhammadu Buhari, has admitted to circulating fake news about rats damaging the office of his principal. Hey God, hey matter for you, and nobody don't arrest this man so they talk. I beg. They do see us finish for Nigeria, Sha. Let me take some calls, guys. If you want to call in, a lot of you be calling in. Quickly call in now. Let me respect my panelists so that they can start talking. Their patience is top notch. I appreciate you all, my people. Please just press on the like and help us to share. Madam Deborah, please, I'd like you to quickly talk to us. You only have, okay, Madam Deborah, let's say you're never ready to talk, or if you call later, I might not pick your call because you are talking. Let me pick someone else's call. Okay, Mr. Alabo, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Nagawash, for debunking that guy that was talking trash. I've listened to him before. Those guys are just people they sent to come and distract Nigerians. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, pardon me. Good evening, Mr. Nagawash. Good evening, panelists. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, the backroom staff. Good evening, Nigerians. All right. I just want to talk something about the conversation you listen with this man. I've forgotten his name, with Precious. Yeah, which will keep saying, yeah, there is always an option. And Peter Obi stand the chance, a bigger one. He's a smart man. But we are not just depending on the ADC alone. But it's not everything people will come on the live program talking, because it's going to cause serious problem. Because if you talk some things, Agbado will go and block it. We saw what happened in Lagos State. There were pity people that spend, even when that guy came to talk on your program, I look at it, I pity him, because you never expect anything good from Agbado. A man who say grab it and run with it, they will never give you a free and fair. They will never do it, because everybody, that period he traveled to Lagos for Salah, That was the time they selected everyone who wants to be the chairman, councillor, to everything. So anybody of you that want to come and distract the election, they will not give anybody that opportunity to do that. So they have already selected the local government chairman and councillors. So every other parties who are expecting anything positive, I just pity them and I feel for them because they spend money, they campaign. They will never tell you they will not do it that way, but they have their plan on
All right,
ground.
thank you.
It's a big advice. It's a big advice from that man telling Nigerians. That is why we say we will count them. Those that said our election, our vote will not be counted. Every one of us should get ready, whether they give us a electoral reform or not. We will show them that we are more than them. God bless you, Nigeria Watch. A new Nigeria is possible. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. All right. I would like to quickly, Madam Deborah, I'm calling you back again for the second time. I can see you were calling just now. You know, later I might not pick call at all because this is already late here. Picky calls.
Hello.
Okay, Madam Deborah. Good evening to you, man. Please talk to us.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening to everyone.
Thank you.
All the viewers and commenters, you're all welcome. Let me first of all start with, I think the last video that you showcased. It's good that you debunk the nonsense that guy is saying. You see, these are people who just come to deceive people, to manipulate people, and gaslight people. You see, he's just running his mouth as if he's actually supporting. You see, he's very deceitful.
Yes.
Start by saying Peter Obi should do 8 years. Does he think Peter Obi is stupid, or he think people are foolish? So after 4 years of Buhari from the south, then Peter Obi will come and say he wants to do 8 years. Then you think the Northerners will not fold their hands and allow that? You know, you must build bridges to be able to govern, to be able to be a president in Nigeria. Even Tinubu himself has to build bridges with the North before he was able to win. So there's no way Peter Obi will just come and say, okay, I want to do 8 years. And he think that the Northerners will not support him. So that guy, that just shows that he's not being honest in whatever he's saying, and he's just trying to deceive people to think he's supporting Peter Obi. Obviously, he's not. And then to come and say, oh, there's something Tinubu is doing well. What is Tinubu doing that nobody is seeing? I mean, if you're doing well, how come nobody in Nigeria is seeing what the outcome of what Tinubu is doing? Economically, we cannot see the impact. Security-wise, we cannot see the impact. Okay, he said food are expensive. That is because of the insecurities, because of the bandits and everything. Then why is Tinubu not doing anything about it? If you know that this is a problem, at least if you are making effort to do something, people will see it. Tinubu is doing something right, but how come nobody in the country is seeing it? Nobody can see. At least people have eyes. If he's doing something that is good, at least people will see it. But nobody is seeing what he's doing. So obviously, the people who are saying whatever they are coming out to say, they're just wasting their time because people are not blind. If Tinubu is doing anything that is remotely good, at least people will still see the impact. But he even the guy himself cannot say one thing that Tinubu is doing that we can say this is what he's doing, you know. So let me quickly say something about that. I mean, the first interview that you showed, that man spoke very well. And is it Precious or what's her name? That lady, she does a very good job of asking questions. To be honest, she does better than most of our mainstream media presenters. I think she asks reasonable questions. And that man was very, very more detailed in his explanation Peter Obi's presidential ambition.
Thank you, man.
And I agree with most.
You only have 3 minutes. Round up, man.
Yeah, I agree with most of the things that he said in that video. You know, so he did very well. But let me just say something about Buhari and what's the other guy's name that are in the hospital. Well, I hope that at this point in time they will reflect, if they are able to reflect on whatever it is that they did to Nigeria, and come up at least in this critical condition, they can at least reflect and confess some of the things that they have done, you know, to Nigeria. Then lastly, you see that video of that northerner that said they are going to remove Tinubu. Please, if you can be playing that video so that I will see how the Agbado supporters, if they have the courage to be able to go after people like that. If it is somebody else, if it is an Igbo man that made that comment, you will see how they will all come and start attacking him. If it is somebody else that said that thing, you will see all the Agbado supporters will come after them. But they dare not
Deborah, round up,
say anything when it is the northerners.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. You be like say you not go round up today. Thank you. Good luck, man.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. That's all right. Thank you,
Madam Deborah. Thank you. Madam Deborah, if they give her analysis, she goes just off with the take and pull a point and one by one. I like to listen to her, especially when we don't have much people. But when we have much people, we need to give time for others to quickly speak. Black Panther, please talk to us. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Najawa, good day.
Yeah, quickly, you have 3 minutes.
How are you, my brother?
Talk to us. So.
To everyone, I say thank you, everyone. Mom in diaspora, more grace. I love you to the moon. I want to start by saying, Najawa, thank you for a good work. Thank you for showing your professionalism. Immediately that guy, I will start from that. Immediately that guy starts talking, I decided to listen for him. I want him to make a caveat. He did that caveat and put Peter Obi there. That was where I knew that he's being sponsored by someone. I want to put it up to you guys that Opus Odima has taken the position of being the Director General of Agbado campaign from the East, South. So any Eastern man that you see mumbling around, just know that Opus Odima is the one doing all this. This one is not allegedly. Go and make your research, is there. Therefore, I want to say this to all Igbo people. It is high time the Igbos stop this, I am a Republican, I can talk anything. No. You people need to deal with yourself and come out with boldness, irrespective of whatever thing they might attack against any Igbo man. Come out to focus on Peter Obi, and bring him out with boldness, because you are members of this confederation. You are a member of the Nigerian state. You have the right to support your brother, support anyone, but the person coming from the Eastern Bloc, which I've never sat on that seat before, you have the boldness, come out and speak for Peter Obi. That is what we need from you guys, because that will enhance it.
Thank you.
And to everybody, we are going to have Peter Obi in Asoro, but we need to do something. We need to protect him, push harder. We'll get there. May God bless everyone. Let's keep on doing and push harder. But the Igbos, please attack yourself and make sure you have many of you talking good about Peter Obi. Please, you have a good candidate there, a good man from East. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. You see, I like your submission, Black Panther, because I like the fact that you said the Igbos attack yourselves, which is good. But when this kind of satanic people speak, you see many of Igbo, they go jump and pass. Nobody they talk. All of them are hiding under the name. If we talk now, they can say we talk. If we talk now, but I don't think it's working. It's not working, man. You know, like we are countering these people. Everybody should try together to be countering all of them all. Saying now you first see the video, you know, if you counter ram, you allow every so it's somehow. But nevertheless, I would like to come to the panel. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. Thanks for your time with us. This is a long presentation today, 2 hours, 27 minutes. Although, because it's Saturday, I just wanted to do this and probably end the show if nobody comes in on time. But since we have my wonderful people here now, let's talk. August CM, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 15 minutes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Niger Watch. I greet each and every one of us. Those on the chat, those listening wherever you may be, please welcome to the show and all protocols observed. What really triggered my fancy was the interview of Professor Michael Zekome. He's always my man anyway, so when I listen to him, I feel like going back to study law. You see, what he said is very, very germane. I wish his committee to succeed because our problem is the constitution. And look at what he said, though I'm not going to go into it graphically, but he mentioned one institution or one committee called National Referendum Commission. He said, I think today is 12th. Niger Watch, I think we were saying between 14 and 15 or thereabout, they will convene at Abuja. 2 days. And then trash out all the former, what is it called, constitutional conferences, reach all those things, piece them together and present it to the president and compare him that it is urgent. It's no more something he has to say, let me achieve economic stability. It's urgent. And one thing he said again that is caught my fancy, though he didn't give details, was he said 7 geopolitical zones. It will be interesting to know. He said 7. I hope he's not making a mistake because I know of 6. So I wish him well because to me, that is part of solving the problem. Like Shane asked him, say, will you solve the problem? He said yes. Any arrangement that do not allow a state like Bayelsa to manage their crude oil is dead on arrival. Manage what you have. All of us cannot be rich. We can't be going to Abuja and be talking of national grid. UK doesn't talk of national grid because they generate power captive. Any rural area can generate power and circulate. Nothing like national grid. It's only in Nigeria you hear national grid. Because if you generate power in Bayelsa, you put it national so that anybody in Sokoto can use. You generate in Kano, you put it in national so that somebody in Ogun State or Anambra can use. It shouldn't be that way. That is not federation. Federation is a competition among federating units. That's where it is. And it was quite emphatic the way he described it. I was listening to him. I will go back. I think I've listened to that interview. I'm glad you played it. This is the interview people should go and study. And I wish him well because this July, if they start it, hopefully before September, these things will be trashed out so that we know exactly where we are headed. What Ozekome, their committee is proposing is much more important than 2027 election. Yes, because our federation is so bad that when everybody goes to Abuja to go and beg for money, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be. And that's why we have insecurity. No region can have their own police to police themselves. When you take me from Anambra State and move me to Kano to go and police, what's my business? All I know is that somebody can commit crime and pay me off. Then I go. I don't have affiliation to the environment. The same thing when they send them down there. So if our federation is not what it should be, I don't think you can bring somebody from Texas to go and tell him to go and be policing in New York. You police your area. That way, everything is guaranteed. Safety is guaranteed. So I wish him well. I hope he will succeed. That is really why I like to listen to today. Then as for the man that said, I'm Igbo man talking in all these people that stay in a car and talk nonsense, maybe in a hold up. I'm Igbo man, but P2B should not do 10 years. You see, the danger of this type of interview is that, assuming the person comes here, there are questions because I believe in debate. I would have asked him, which is number one? Buhari did 8 years and sank Nigeria. Jonathan did 5 years. Which one is better? Yaradua did only 3 years. Buhari did 8 years. Which one is better? Peter Obi said he's going to use 4 years. 2 years is enough. You don't need 4 years even to stop oil theft. That's one. You don't need 4 years to reform the seaport. President Jonathan, when he visited Apapa Seaport during his tenure, I listened to him. He said if we reform our seaport and manage it well, we don't need crude oil. Do you know the meaning? People should go and listen to that. He said we don't need crude oil. That is like we behave like a country that do not have crude oil. So that seaport alone is enough for us. That is to tell you the amount of money that is being preferred. So do you need 4 years or 8 years to solve it? So Peter Obi knows exactly what he's doing. What JMA Festus Keyamo is doing in the airway with airport, Peter Obi said it one time, and I think Keyamo must have listened to him. Then he said you don't need to borrow money to start maintaining your airport, to start build runway here, build the other runway. 80% or 70% of people coming into Nigeria goes through Lagos and the Abuja. All you need to do is you channel everything to there, collect the whole money, use it to develop all the other runways. Everything is accountability. So people will be coming to say even 2-3 years is enough to set the template people should follow. To reform our electoral system, will it take 8 years? But Buhari was there, nothing happened. All it took Yaradua was 3 years before he died. Immediately he came in, he said, look, I know I've been declared winner, but the system that brought me is flawed. Therefore, this must be done. Why is panel? And they started immediately. That was how we started having from card reader to all this. So what really is it? You see, that's why when some people criticize, sometimes you find out that they don't even know what they're doing. What the question to ask was, what will Chito be achieving in 4 years? People will say, hey, so it's not. I don't want it to say the first time an Igbo man will rule, they give him 4 years. No. That 4 years might be better than the last 20 years in terms of record. That's what it means. Peter Obi was impeached 2 times. How many governors in Nigeria were impeached twice? Rocha Sokorocha, 8 years, no impeachment. What did he achieve in Imo State? Yes. Okezie Ekpazu, 8 years in Abia State. What did he achieve? But Peter Obi, with all the impeachment, he's still the best. So it is not how far, but how well. So when people come and start making this type of criticism, you just look at them that then you shake your head. Ignorance comes in different shades and different colors. You may think he's making a base if you can't Tinubu. Now look at the question what he posited. That why is it that under 2 years the North is jittery? All these politicians, there is something Tinubu is doing right that is affecting them. Is it only those politicians? Am I not complaining? We abroad, are we not complaining? Or is it because we are not politicians that we can't have access to channel to go and complain? Everybody is complaining, not politicians. Not only Rufai. Say if Rufai is in this government, will he complain? Amechi is in this. Is it only them that is affecting? Iragbiji, where Tinubu claimed to come from, let him go there and take opinion pool whether they are happy. What of Lagos? So when people talk like this, because this is a cheap time of anybody, if they give you money, they monitor you. You go and do one video and post. They will look at it, whether it's attacking P2B enough, then they pay you your money, then you go and do another one, because they don't just pay you to go and talk. You go and talk and bring a video you've made. They study it and say, okay, this is okay. Then they give you your money. It's like what they're doing. So the guy is talking trash as far as I'm concerned. I wish if he's listening or such people, they should come here and talk. He's just talking like that to Okponu, the one Jonathan called Okponu, the one that had 4 wives, 3 in Lagos and 1 in the UK. Every year he rotates the one in. They do the change of baton. The one in Lagos will come up. The one in London will go back. So all this nonsense, I don't usually regard all this type of thing. To be honest with you, as for me, it means nothing to me. But some people have to react to it the way it is. It's very daft and dumb. Such people, they have nothing to say, only that just attack P2B. and then to see as if they are supporting Tinubu. I want people, I think I said it here in Nigeria Watch, one day you might even say it. Those that supported Tinubu, let them come on Nigeria Watch. That day I will be listening. Let them lecture us what Tinubu has achieved. What is who is more Yoruba than Afenifere that said Tinubu should be impeached? Tell me, if we want to take it that maybe the North is not benefiting, is the Southwest benefiting? Is the South benefiting from Tinubu? Is the Southeast? Tell me which part of Nigeria is benefiting from Tinubu? Nobody. Otherwise, why should Afenifere, a foremost well-respected Yoruba organization, said they should impeach Tinubu? Not even they say they should impeach him. Yes, it's on record. Why? So his brothers are even telling you to impeach him. You know Tinubu more than the Yorubas know him, and you're coming here to come and talk. Tinubu make it there 8 years. Under 2 years of Tinubu, look at the cost of living, and you wishing him 8 years. That person must be a sadistic, I mean, it must be a very saddened human being. So that does not really matter. Then as for two former Nigerian leaders, Abdulsalami and these people dying in sick bed, or the way it is, well, death is inevitable. The only thing is that at this rate, I feel ashamed when you hear this type of headline. Terribly ashamed. 60 years after independence, Nigeria cannot maintain good healthcare facility fit for purpose. Not really fit for president, because anybody can suffer any illness. Whatever they are suffering, there are hundreds of Nigerians suffering it in Nigeria. Look at where they are rushing. By the time they die there, they now fly them in and then fly the flag at half-mast and start to do nonsense. Is that not a shame? I don't wish anybody dead. As for Tinubu, I know there are conspiracy about Buhari, but I don't really want to deal on it today. But that of Abdulsalam, I least expected it. Now, the thing to ask is, will Nigerians ever learn? This was the way Tinubu was going to, what is name? Buhari was going to London. Now, Tinubu is going to France. Is that what Nigeria exists to do? It's only Jonathan during his time. I didn't hear Jonathan flying away for medical checkup. Yaradua ended up in Saudi Arabia. At a time, going to Germany, they may discover it. They switched over to Saudi Arabia. I mean, this is a shame. You may be surprised, like Peter Obi said one day, when he had, before I think, I don't know, said after when he was in UK for something, for one operation in those days. He said when he get in, they said, Peter Obi said he's being kept waiting. Why? They said they are waiting for the people that will do the thing to come. The receptionist told him, say when they came, one of them said, my governor, the other one from Anambra, one from Ondo State. The two best they had in London then. Say, oh yeah, they agree. Say, was surprised. So these are the type of thing. When you read this type of thing, people might think, to me, it saddens me. What is medical treatment? A building, number one, to standard. The equipment that will be there, modern technology, electricity, and then different gadgets. You get a nurse, train the person on how to manipulate this. You bring a consultant who must have passed a medical exam, maybe that of America to standardize, or that of UK, or even Germany or South Africa. You put the person there, pay him well. That's all. And then stop. Make sure that the hospital receives medical journals so that doctors will be reading it every month to update, to know what people in Australia, all over the world. That's all they do. That's all it takes. There's no magic. Nigeria can afford it. In those days, they used to say, somebody said at the University of Nigeria and Soccer and the Ibadan, Lagos, any journal they publish in America, the next month, next week, it's already in the library, in the universities in Nigeria. They're all there. Because you read to know what your colleagues are, what they are going to London. What they are treating you in London can be treated in Nigeria. The special Nigerian doctors are all over the world. You invite them, say, come, your president needs you. What do you set up something? But they take interest in going to lie in London. It's a shame. If the British society knows that this type of thing is in the headline in the newspapers, they won't have respect for Nigeria, but they don't. Their newspapers are less concerned with casting this type of headline. Oh, former Nigerian head of state is taking treatment in Britain. How can you see it in the Times of London? They won't say it, they won't write it. Because if they do, it may even be a scandal that people may even say, then why then do they come here to say that they are working in our hospital? that will be another scandal, but they won't say it. So it's a shame, really. That is just the day. It's very, very shameful. But we will never learn. Abdulsalam, they will come back, oh, he went to medical treatment. What for? What for? You don't need all those things. You don't need it. All these things can be done here. All these things can be done here. The last one is you see the president, the single day obese. Please, Niger Watch, please can you remove this? If let me quickly see. 2 former Nigerian leaders want to create. I've forgotten what the headline is. Yeah, every single day P2B is trending. You see the president. Of course, everybody knows. Like one catcher on Onuju said, a tree you see people stoning is because the tree bears good fruits. In a match, you don't hear them give Messi red card. Rather, people
You
receive
have
red.
you have 1 minute left, sir.
Okay, yeah. In a match, you don't see people, Lionel Messi, are receiving a red card. Rather, you see people receiving red card because they tackled Messi. Messi is the person to beat. So all these things, P2B is trending. They just want to, change, paint a different picture about him towards Nigeria because you can't find anything incriminating in him. All this nonsense they are talking about, maybe this or that, they know it doesn't wash because EFCC is there. When you mention corruption, EFCC will look through it. They've not. In fact, EFCC has even investigated what is the name P2B. There was a time P2B even gave them keys. Said, "This is my house in Agolo. This is where I lodged in Lagos. Let them search." They know they have a record. So all these things that is trending because he's the candidate to beat. I believe 4 years or 2 years he wants. He will be able to set the template for Nigeria to move forward.
All right, thank
So
you.
if every other thing is just mere gossip. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for your submission. Madam Peggy Modi, thank you very much, man, for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you always. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. I greet you. God bless you. Happy weekend to you. I greet fellow panelists there. I greet you all. Happy weekend, Mom Diaspora. Happy weekend to you. God bless you greatly. All the commenters and the callers, I greet you all. God bless you all. Greatly welcome. Yeah, let me just quickly say this to what Dr. CM said, just to buttress it or affirm it. Aside from medical journals, at least I recall when we were back in school in universities back in the day, when our lecturers would bring the newspaper, the Boston Herald of Friday. We'll see it in class on Monday. They'll photocopy Boston Herald, and consistently like that, not once, not twice. There was no, and it was years later, I started thinking, well, there was no DHL that time. I don't think that there was efficient DHL or UPS or something like that. But how did they manage to get this thing to Nigeria that fast? I don't know. All I could say is that things once worked to some reasonable degree. Things used to work to some reasonable level in Nigeria before, but not anymore. Even though it was not up to the standard then, but now it has even been destroyed completely. I mean, that would even be an understatement. Decimated. So, and it has to do with the leadership that we have that we've been having in succession in Nigeria. And with respect to Professor Ezekume, you've said it all. Dr. CM, I couldn't say it better, but there's only one thing that I just want to add to that. He talked about the new constitution. I just want to say this. We must know that the new constitution that has proposed or has been proposed now is even much faster than a constitutional amendment. For the fact that it will not be subjected to 2/3 majority of each state of the federation. That would take almost at the fastest rate possible, at least 1 year, going from one state to another. And they will play politics on it at every level. Rather, it goes to the Nigerian people through a referendum, a plebiscite. And what will emerge eventually will be the people's constitution, with little or no political manipulation as compared to a constitutional amendment. So it is the way to go for Nigeria, the people's constitution. If you want a good Nigeria and you have the opportunity to be in charge, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. It shouldn't be an issue. If not for the fact that you believe, I'm talking about the people that are occupying the space right now, the leaders, if not for the fact that they believe that they are benefiting, personally, individually benefiting from the present constitution, it's benefiting them, it's not benefiting the Nigerian people. It's only they are the one benefiting from it, not the Nigerian people. And so they want the status quo to remain. But for the Nigerian people, and you really, really want Nigeria to be a federation, this shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem at all. And I must add this, finally, to this issue of a new constitution. See, Professor Ezekome and his team, because I know he's not alone on this, I believe, politically speaking now, this is also an avenue for Mr. Tinubu to redeem himself. They just offered him a blank check. This is a blank check, a complete blank check for Mr. Tinubu. They just gave him a blank check. It is now left for him to take it and run with it, as he himself will say, or to shred it. It's his choice. It's just his choice. His name will be written forever in gold if we have his political people that are around him. They have handed you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate you. Thanks for your submission.
Mr. Elvis, can you hear me?
We lost you there. I thought you were
sorry.
done.
Oh, sorry about that. I think my hand pressed it. Anyways, let me just leave the constitutional thing and talk on this.
You have 3 minutes left.
Okay. Let me leave the constitutional issue. I was saying that they have handed Mr. Tinubu a political gold mine. It's left for him to take it or leave it. Professor Ezekome and his team have just handed him a gold mine. On the Buhari and Abdulsalami, sick in London hospital, is an indictment on them. It's just an indictment on them. Because I don't know how people in their old age, people that have had the opportunity, the privilege and the opportunity to lead a country like Nigeria, a country endowed with unlimited resources. They've had the opportunity to superintend over this country. And they are now the people at their old age traveling 5,000-6,000 kilometers for medical treatment. Isn't that an aberration? Whatever you sow, you shall reap. To your old age, they have to carry you 5,000-6,000 kilometers to go and receive medical treatment. It's a shame. It's a shame on them. It's an indictment on them. And even on the present government, this is a lesson. If they are wise, they should learn from this. You think it's fun? In your 80s or in your 90s, they are carrying you 5,000-6,000 kilometers to go and receive medical treatment? Because of what? When you had the opportunity to turn things around. Who wants that? Truly, truly. Who really wants that? If not, something must be missing somewhere mentally. There must be some mental issue somewhere that has not been diagnosed. You cannot tell me that these two individuals, amongst the two of them, they led Nigeria 9 years plus combined. If we add the military era to it, you are talking of about 12 years plus combined. And in their 80s now, they are carrying them 5,000-6,000 kilometers away to go and receive medical treatment. They should sit down and they should think. They should sit down and they should sit down. And
all right, thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
And yeah, let me leave it there, Mr. Evans. I want to just 20 seconds on this Galba show. Who confessing
okay, quick,
that, confessing that they circulated fake news to distract Nigerians from Buhari's ill health. That's exactly what is happening now. That's what we're seeing right now. Tinubu government is about distraction and propaganda. It's all about distraction, and people are asking now, where is Mr. Tinubu at the end of the BRICS meeting in Brazil? Where is he now? Nobody knows where the man is now. And the only thing you are hearing from them in response is all lies. All we are hearing from them now are lies. They are very good at that, but very poor at governing. Thank you very much, Mr. Harris. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. It's very unfortunate. In only Nigeria, you see people who don't commit crime in the past. They'll come in government, to be specific. They'll not come and confess and laugh over it and just move on. And nothing they happen. Eh? I don't know. Is this normal?
It's part of the abnormality in the system.
Hi.
Madam Patricia, please talk to me. Good evening to you, ma.
Yes, so happy weekend to all Nigeria Watch family. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, panelists. Good evening to you all. Please like and share as usual. Hit on the dollar sign. Very important. Thank you again, Mr. Elvis, for all you do. Nigeria na story. Na every day we talk the story here. Yes, I want to commend Barrister Ezekume for what he's doing. It's one man, one person, one voice that has been speaking truth to power. I thank God for people like him. He's really, truly an federal statesman. Yes, he wants Nigeria. He wants to hand over a Nigeria that work to the next generation. The constitutional amendment that he's pushing for, I pray and I hope he succeeds. Him and all that is involved in it. Because truly and truly, all we hear with this fraudulent constitution that have been forced under our throats is that they say we the people, we the people, we the people, we the people. And there is nowhere that the people actually came together to make this constitution. It was just few people, maybe 5 or 6 handful people that did it. But they say we the people. So if we can really, if true what he's pushing for now, and he and his colleagues, they are pushing for now, is able to give us a constitution that is represented by every group, in the country, I think it will be the best way to go about it. To go about this federalism that we think we are practicing, which is really not federalism, because federalism, we know what it is. means that everybody should manage themselves. But then again, we just give percentage to the center. But this is not what Nigeria is doing. Nigeria collects everything that all the states are having, all the region are having, and bring it to the center. Then the people that is contributing have the resources will now come cap in hand begging for their own resources again. So it's not working, and we need to dismantle it because if it's federalism, then it has to be practiced correctly. And I also want to concur with what he said that even for Nigeria as a country, this system is so expensive for us to run. You know, this system of federalism that they are running. So breaking it down to the parliamentary system, I think is better where individual candidacy can be allowed. You know, I think that should be the way to go instead of this one that is individual people that will not sponsor themselves through a party. You know, instead of the party actually sponsoring the people that they feed in to represent them. You know, it's a big difference when you when you pick people yourself and you are sponsoring those people, you know they are capable of doing what you believe. A party is supposed to have to start with a vision, you know, an ideology that drives the party. So without that, then it's not a party, it's just a special purpose vehicle, SPV, like we've been trying to say here. That's what all the political parties actually are in Nigeria. They are just a SPV because there's not a clear cut of division that is binding any of them. That's why anybody can come from anywhere, and so long you have the cash, you can always become a member the same day and have the tickets the same day if you can buy them. It's cash and carry business they are doing there, so we all know. So if by God's grace they succeed, I believe everything will change for the better for Nigeria. So that is that. The man that came out and was screaming, the Hausa man that was screaming that before 12 o'clock they will remove Tinubu. You know, I want to say that Mr. Davis said he didn't understand what he meant by before 12 o'clock. Anyway, I think what I understood with it was that he meant before 12 o'clock or by 12 o'clock on the election day 2027 they will remove him. That's what I gathered, you know. So, but whether they will remove him or they will not remove him, that I don't know. Do you understand? I don't know about that because everybody can be saying what they want, you know, until that day. That's when we will know whether how things will go. But as what I'm seeing, no, as far as what I'm seeing is concerned, my own opinion, I don't see him being defeated. I don't see Tinubu be removed. You know, I don't see. It's just clear. You know, it's clear that I don't see him being removed for reasons being he's been able to um, put people in place that will do his bidding come 2027. He's been able to do that. So, and I don't see this collation actually working at the longer run. I've said it here again and again that at the worst, Obi can only get, you know, with this coalition, can only get the vice. Though he has come out to say he's not going to take anything less than presidential position. But um, like I, like what I can see is that there is chance of compromise here, and it's there is a policy of gradualism here as well. We don't bring everything out at once. We push it to them gradually, and at the end they will accept it. you know. So that's what I can see. That's what is playing. And the answer mother was talking about whether whatever hungry or no hungry. I want to also say that we also have to look at it from this perspective. If if what Tinubu was doing wasn't pinching, hurting them in their shoes, they would not be coming out to cry for me and you. We have to also agree with that. Because when Buhari was there, everybody was crying too. We shouldn't forget that. We can say yes, it was not as bad as this, but it was bad. Yeah, we are not here to discuss. I don't know. Somebody said the past tense of bad is baddest. No, but I think the past tense of bad is worse. You know, so we're not here to talk about who is the worst among two devils here. You know, we are here to talk about um, getting the country running so that there's no bad policies that affect people at all. That's what we are here to talk about. So even in Buhari's time, they didn't come out. None of them came out. Fulani was ravaging everybody everywhere in Nigeria. None of them we heard their voice. So why is it now? That's my own concern. Why is it now that it's Tinubu time and they are all coming out crying and shouting, woof woof? That's where I'm coming from. Because if we have been crying in the south, in south, let me be specific now. I don't know about any other place. You can speak for yourself. If we have been crying in the south, that is what we have been going through. And nobody was speaking for us. They didn't come out, you know? So, and so why now, Tinubu time, all of them are coming out, they are hungry, they are this, that, 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 that. So, what is
All right.
it?
Uh, 1 minute, man.
The injustice that have been going on for long, you know? The injustice that have been going on for long, and they have been keeping quiet to it. Why is it now that Tinubu is doing what is hurting them? That's when now all of them are coming out to be screaming woof woof. So I don't understand it. So I cannot really fall for that. Anybody that like can fall for it. If they want to remove Tinubu, they have to be ready to face the fight. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Patricia. God bless you, ma. Thank you very much. Oga Alabo, please talk to us, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Thank you. I think we done great before. Make I just stand on the existing protocol. First of all, let me just talk about our leader traveling abroad for their medical care, having treatment abroad. When you talk, you mentioning Abdulsalam. He was the head of state who took over from Abacha, and he was the one that wrote our constitution. He was the one that also will come to say he wants to do peace accord. He was the one managing Nigeria, even after being the head of state. So he knows how Obasanjo emerged as a president. He was involved. So everything happening in Nigeria, as alleged, the illegal mining happening in the north, some of them are involved with their private jet working. So you wonder with all these things, when you talk about them, then you ask question. Even this current president, he was silent after traveling to Brazil. Where did he go? Any travel, they must go for medical checkup, wasting our resources. Yet, these same people cannot build a standard hospital for Nigeria to have access. Even if you are not building in any place, these are statesmen. If the clinic in Asurok can do those work, you make sure everything is in there. Instead of them wasting those money going abroad, they can flew into the clinic there, and the state, the Abuja will be generating revenue. You can start from Abuja first. Give us a world-class hospital that all of you can go and access.
and everything you need, treatment you have, people will get. But you wonder why are they not doing this? Deliberately, none of them want to fix our healthcare system. None of them want to fix our education. How can you be a governor and your child is abroad schooling? Can it happen in London? Can it happen in a United Kingdom or America that Donald Trump's son is schooling in Nigeria because the education in America is not okay? Do you know what that is? No, nah. This is really not fair for the people of Nigeria. Our leaders, you need to wake up before you will fly from. I know you are using your private jet. Before you flew from Nigeria to UK, let's use UK. It's about 6 minutes flight. We did 6 hours flight. Sorry, pardon me. That's 6 hours. A lot of things can happen to you. But you live in Abuja. From Mina to Abuja with your helicopter, it won't take you up to 10 minutes to get to Abuja. So why can't we do things that will be easier for us and fix Nigeria? With all the resources these men have made, yet they don't want to fix our healthcare system and education. Secondly, talking about the constitutional reform. Yes, it is very important for Nigeria. I have said on this program before, I have done video personally, pleading with President Tinubu to help Nigeria. There is one legacy he will leave. Nigeria will remember him for good. I have told President Tinubu this thing. I appealed to him several times. Give us electoral reform and do a constitutional reform with returning power back to me. I am from Rivers State. I should control my oil and pay tax to federal government. I cannot come for a place that oil, I am surrounded in my own local government. The whole of my environment is polluted. They are taking oil. I don't have access to water. I don't know what is happening in the company. I don't know. They fly people from different places coming, even a work that our people can do. People will come and our people don't even have access to gain job. Employment opportunity are not even there for them. Yet they are taking your resources from your backyard and you are suffering. If President Tinubu can give us this, return power back to the people, back to Nigerians by doing electoral reform, then return power back to the state. Let you control your resources. Now you are doing with the oil international, those international companies. You are doing with them. If you are mining our oil, 60% goes to the federal government, 40% to the oil companies. Allow us to take that 60% and begin to pay to federal government. We can decide to give you 20%, use 40% for our people, so that we can face our governor, face our local government chairman. We don't need to come. Even if anything is happening in Abuja, it's not our problem because we will be doing well in our local area. These are things we want to happen in our country. If you can return power back to us, these are things I'm appealing to President. Another one appeal to which I told is to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditional. See, Nnamdi Kanu has not done, the court has found him, I say he's not guilty. We should not use Nnamdi Kanu to settle a political issue. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Then another one, President Tinubu, help us and do census. I have mentioned this thing appeal. I know if President Tinubu is not watching me, Sheyi Tinubu, you can hear me, or the aides of the president can hear me.
One minute more, sir.
It might favor Tinubu if Tinubu do electoral reform and do census for Nigeria. We know how many that are in South, how many that are in North, how many that are in East, how many that are in West. And with the electoral reform, there is nothing you can do. The image of the president is really damaged that he can impress Nigeria. So he should not hope that yes, Wike can write the result in 2027 for him. It might not be possible because Nigerians are angry. So when we are talking about accusing the people who are forming coalition, they are saying they are angry. No, the thing is affecting everybody. Every Nigeria is suffering. So there is nothing that Tinubu is doing that hurt those people, that makes them doing those ones. Every politician, even if Tinubu is in no position today, he will do the same thing those people are doing, not because he is not getting his cut from Lagos. No. Those are politicians for you. They must fight for them to have control of the power. So it is not because Tinubu step on their shoe or he has anything that he's doing to them, because they are not there at the corridor of power. They must fight to sustain because they are career politicians. So whenever we want to look this thing, we should not talk as if the hardship is not affecting. Look the statistic today in Nigeria. There is no difference now. We don't have middle class. We are losing middle class. We only have the rich, which are the people at the corridor of power, and the poor masses of Nigeria. So everyone is angry. So, Mr. President, if you do electoral reform, do census, and return power back, return the constitution back to the people of Nigeria, you might be a beneficiary of it. Even if you are not a beneficiary of it, Nigeria will remember you for this reform that you have done. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Mr. Elvis, are you there?
Might be network. Because he told you just now, you should. I don't
Mr.
know.
Odua, it's your turn. Go ahead.
So, should be network. Okay.
Mr. Odua, it's your turn. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Happy Saturday to everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Odua. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mom in Diaspora. Thank you, man. God bless you for your good work. May your days be long. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Happy Saturday to all of us all. Thank you. According to the topic, the two former presidents or whatever presidents of Nigeria who are in London, well, that is inevitable according to those who talk English. But in other hand, why won't they go to London? Why won't they go to a place that masterminding evil against Nigeria? They have to be there. Because if London were to be a good country, as Nigeria are crying and shouting, and whereby, did you know that the British break out from Europe, which they call Brexit? Because when people were not entering a Gaddafi era, they know that the English people, especially Nigerians, will pack to their country. So they don't want people to come into their country. So they have to quick do referendum and vote and goes out. These people will have not allowed anybody who wants a leader, whether president, whether a senator or whatever, to come to their country for treatment. Buhari said that he want to build, after he has spent all the years, all the months in London for treatment when he was governor, president. Then he returned back, he said he want to build a hospital in Abuja. They were proposing everything. Till today, no single block was put in that land. Then why won't they go to London when Tinubu cannot have a treatment for life? It has a made for life just to be a governor. He has to be choosing cars every two years. They have to be buying house. Ask me how many body they have that they will be giving him house of any direction he will to have houses. Why won't they be going to London? Because they did not make way for us. That is why they will go and borrow money in the name of Nigeria. Then the money, nobody will see whatever they do with it. Because if only Tinubu can have that list as a former governor, then what are you going to talk about? Those who press the Nigeria down, who know as the president, who press the Nigeria to this condition we are living today. So, I did not wish them recovery because they are evil against Nigeria. May God not forgive them. That is it.
For everywhere, Peter Obi, yes, a sherry that have a fruit in it, we don't have rest. Because whenever people pass there, they want to make sure that they check if they can find the fruit. So that is it. Because Peter Obi has a good name. That is why everybody are talking about him. Because if not, by now Peter Obi will have been rusting in a dungeon. The EFCC will have taken him the way they take Bawa or the Emefiele, a central bank manager. The EFCC will have taken him. But because they could not find any fault in him, so let all of them keep on talking about him. Because it is good that they spread in them. People will now be having interest. Who is this man? Who is this man? So thank God, Peter Obi, God, may your days be long. And may you continue to reign in the land of those good and bad and ugly. So that everyone will know that you are a saint. And that time your report card will be reading in the public. So that is why they said a lie might take 100 years to spread, but a truth will cover it one day. So whatever hate, whatever lie they want to spread.
All right. Thank you,
For that
Mr.
boy,
Otuo. I thought you are done.
that okay.
Before you post.
Yeah. No, it man, no.
Okay, go ahead.
That boy who said he read economics, for the boy who said he read economics, it's just like a mockery that day. Mockery said he's an economist, he read it in London and did this. So we don't know how their economists look like. Fixing Nigeria is not a rocket science. It's just like when I give an example that day that if I'm a governor, I will not go and be borrowing money to do this thing as far as I have people in that state. So it's not a rocket science. And for those who will say, Peter Obi, tell us how you want to do it. No, you don't need to tell you. Because if we tell you, the other person who is listening to it will go on. That is why Sowore was the one who agitated for June 12th. That is now called Democracy Day. Buhari quick and went and do it. They now said Buhari have bring this thing. Then Peter Obi said he will remove subsidy. Tinubu just entered. Tinubu did not campaign with subsidy, but the moment you enter, subsidy is gone. Because they never have the mentality. You did not know the strategies. It's just like a mechanic. You find a mechanic who is doing Peugeot and the one that is doing Mercedes. They are different vehicles, but they are the same vehicle who carry person from one place to another. So it is not the mentality that this one have to treat to repair. The other one we use to repair. So because they don't have what it takes, that is why the country is like this. You complain that hungry, dollar and everything. If your country is producing, would they be borrowing money? Would they be looking for who will give them, who will supply them food? If your people can go to farm, who need to fix the security? Who need to make sure that before soldier, when I was a small child, a soldier is not made in the bush. That is what they call bush inspector that time. None of all those things exist anymore. Soldiers are supposed to be in the bush chasing all these wicked people. That time there are people, a police known as who will go to farm do job. Will come to your community and be doing job. So those kind of people are no longer existing. So it is the government who are in charge, who's supposed to do all those things. This Tinubu duty to make sure that people are able to go to their farm. So when people talk about Obi, I say Obi can do it. Yes, me I support Obi can do it. In just under 1 year, all these things can be solved if you are sincere. Just like the way that man that they interviewed, who said, when the person on top is not stealing, other cannot steal. When you are serious, the police will know that it's no longer business as usual. The soldier will know it's no longer business as usual. When you put a law that a soldier who mistreat Nigeria should also be You can form a police who will arrest soldier, we arrest judge, we arrest everybody. But we arrest the EFCC. Because nobody, as far as you are in Nigeria, you're not supposed to be against the law. But this one will be maltreating people. They will tell you it's a uniform man. No, there's nothing like uniform. It's just office. You are human before with that uniform. So if you do what against human, they need to punish you. But in Nigeria, no, because we don't have the sincere person. We don't have a good leader. We don't have leader because that is why. Because if we have leader, all these things will have been in place. That is why I'm be crying for our Baba Michael Zekome. Thank God that he said they have come up with a new idea of this to make sure that a new constitution is written. But despite that, I know that Tinubu will not sign it because any constitution that will undermine his power, a power tussle person or tostigated man, they will not want to do it. Except if you want to leave office. That is like if you spend 8 years. But I pray because I know it is not only Ozekome, our Falana will be there also, like Dele Farotimi, so on and so forth. So I wish us good luck so that we can have constitution, because what we have is not a constitution. That's why Nigeria is not a country, it's just an entity or a geographical location. So if we have a constitution, then we work for us. Nobody will be above of the law, whether you are president or anything. So that is my idea. Thank you, Mr. Zekome. Thank you for your good work and your team. So that is it. Thank you, Mr. Niger Wash. Thank you very much.
Niger Wash. Sorry. Like say, Niger Watch. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can hear you. You know, my time is over, so that is why. So we can hear you.
Okay, let it.
All right. I'm hearing you, Augustine. Sometimes I don't know if,
Niger Watch, please, I make a request on behalf of your platform. Now that Professor Ozekome said they are going to meet on 15th this July, let it be that after that, if we can grace our platform, I know it's not easy to get people like somebody like that, but then we hear firsthand because what they are going to Abuja to discuss is very, very, it's more important than the election itself. That is the way I see it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you. Okay, let me bring in Black Panther. Black Panther, please talk to us. Good evening to you, my brother. 8 minutes.
Good evening, my brother, my brother, my brother. Everybody, a top notch to everyone that has spoken. And we are cold today. We shouldn't be cold. There's something that is cooking that we should know where it's cooking from. We should be deliberating seriously on it. I want to thank Mommy Diaspora and everyone. May God bless you, ma, and may God continue to increase you in every ways. I want to thank the people, viewers, everyone. I want to thank you all. I want to go straight to the guy that spoke about Peter Obi. That was saying Peter Obi is somehow shouldn't take 4 years to take, it should take 8 years. You see, the political space in the entire country now is in the shoulder of Peter Obi. The thing is on the shoulder of Peter Obi because he has brought a new rhythm, and that rhythm sounds very audible to the ears of an average Nigerian. And it also sounds audible to the looters that are somehow they are somehow, have found themselves in a place that the way it's going now, the people might rise up if there's any mistake from anywhere. The people might rise up, and that will lead to something that the Western world has spoken. We are looking at it. We are just looking at they are playing politics. It's when you make the people so poor and they become somehow hungry, there's a possibility that something will break loose and the president might not be able to hold the country together again. That is what is going on. And if we let it loose, it will happen. And we will all finally make reference. And I'll be so glad. I'll be so glad it happens. If they continue to be strong-headed, they don't want to fix it. I'll be so happy and glad that the country goes a separate way, so that we'll stop all this buying of our children everywhere in the north and in the south. And I want to say here that the Eastern people, it is time for every one of them to be articulated and be objective. And let us throw aside whether the East is a Republican. An average Eastern person does not know what you mean by being a Republican or whatever you're talking about. It is high time they speak to the heart of the Igbo nation, so that definitely to be defined. And when you see your fellow man clamoring for something because you don't want a good Nigeria, a new Nigeria, you want your own country, but that does not mean that we should not fight for this Nigeria, because for us to get for you to even get your own country, you need to have a laws that will make you come to decide to have a referendum, for instance. You need to have that. If you don't have that, you cannot break up. It's virtually impossible for you to break up. It's like you are trying to topple the government. That's the way they will read it. So, but let's continue gradually. It's a process. We'll get there. When we get there, it will separate the shaft from the main thing. That is where we are going to. But if they decide to write a constitution, which we have been clamoring for, because that's the only peaceful way we can go, here a new Nigeria, here we come. And I want to say it here, we should go back to when there was a man that introduced this constitutional issue to the public before. I don't know if you all will remember. He introduced it and he went to the extent of seeing, I think he saw the president concerning it. It was a man who was from the West. I think the president, there was something that they say concerning what the prof is talking today. It was exactly what they brought forward. And I think they found out that they cannot push it themselves. They need people, they need professionals that are professional in constitutional issue, like the Professor Ezekume and some other notable, I don't call them patriots, I call them Nigerians that are willing to make Nigeria okay, because there's no patriotism in the hearts of Wole Soyinka. There's none. So I just call them that people that are trying to, they want to make peace, to bring that constitution issue back, so that we can rally around it and make the country a nation. That's what I see. I don't see patriot. The only few patriot that I see there is Professor Ezekume and some few others. So now, it might be questionable, because I know some questions will come up at the longer run. If the question that will come up is that who is funding this constitutional amendment? Is it the so-called quote and unquote patriots? Because they have to be open to us, and we have to be open to them. We don't want something that we'll be doing and later on somebody will go and turn around and twist the constitution again, and we'll start from square one. Everything got to be open as we are going alongside with them, because they have to move the Nigerian people alongside with them, because the Nigerian people that is going to uphold and determine whether that constitution will go forward. Now, we should take note of that. It's very paramount, because for us to have a constitution, we need to be open to ourselves, irrespective of every other thing that is out, because you need to convince even the North, the East, the Middle Belt, everybody, and you need to come clean. You need to know, because one person cannot come and maneuver us. We need to know it very well. So that we should all take note of that. And there's one issue that came up when that guy was speaking. He was talking about the North, when Buhari was ruling, blah, 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 blah. They didn't say anything. Let me tell everybody, we all saw the video. The North were not pleased with Buhari regime. It was the elite that are they were pleased. Those people that are stealing money, those are people that are pleased. It is not the North. The North were pulling down the banners of Buhari all over the North. They were pulling it down. They were not happy with him. Remember, they almost struck his convoy. They struck his convoy in the North. So people should not come out and be saying that guy that was saying nonsense. They were just being paid to do it. Nobody should come out and say, oh, when it was the turn of Buhari, the North were talking. The North were talking. We are not gullible. The North were talking. They were fighting. They pulled down a lot of things. They've refused APC from the North. And the people that gave him the votes in Nigeria were basically we from the South that gave him that vote. A lot of vote came from the South. And in the middle belt, because we saw some of them saw that, oh, maybe he's going to do because of what he did during when he was a military person. So that is it. So the North have been complaining during Buhari regime. They've been complaining. Have we not seen it here? Did you not see them on TV complaining? It was the elite, the people eating the money that were keeping short. Even the West now, Yoruba, they are complaining. But when it comes to some extent where we are discussing in East, when we are discussing further, people will come here and say, oh, the West were not complaining. They are complaining, no, you should not, Tito. They are complaining too. Because poverty is eating everybody. The North were complaining. Buhari brought poverty, and this man increased it.
No, Black Panther, sorry. The West is even suffering more under Tinubu than any part of the country. Do you know
that
why?
Is it.
It is Afenifere that said impeach Tinubu. The North didn't say impeach. Do you know what it
means? The North didn't say impeach. The North were impeachment is not possible. See, when you say impeach, you are just speaking to the cloud because it's merely impossible for you to impeach a Nigerian president. So why should you bring impeachment? You should bring opposition that will be speaking against him.
For the West to tell you how disaffected, disenchanted they were with Tinubu.
The same thing happened in the North. So none of us should just play that card here. Let them not play the card of saying, oh, when Buhari was there, the North were not complaining. They were complaining. I saw videos. I can bring videos out.
That's true.
They were pulling down his banner all over the North. They were anything Buhari come, they will fight it. We should look. I've said it. People that are for Agbado, I don't know their plan. If you think I'm not calling people in Nigeria in politics. If you are not getting information, is a lie. They be paid. A lot of people that be paid because he balkanized it. I told you that he's balkanizing. He has balkanizing North and South. That is the card they are playing. So forget nothing they will bring. We will stop it. Agbado is bad. Throw it aside. Let's think on how we make our country progressive. Constitutional matter has come up. Is that the way to go now? I would say yes. Referendum, yes. That board is good. Yes, that's what brought about the Midwest. What else again? Population censor, yes, but not now. Yes, but not now. Let's finish the political aspect of it. That one will bring about the population. Don't mundo things up, because if you mundo things up, they will turn everything upside down and they'll make it political. Let's face the issue. Constitutional matter, the election. Constitutional, let us be doing it pass. So anyone that falls in, if will be forcing, great for us. If the constitution falls in, great for us. And anybody that said they cannot topple Agbado is lying. I want you to go and look at who formed the think tank of Agbado's election. 1 minute, sir. I want you to go who formed it. It was this Northwest that formed the trunk of his think tank management that brought Agbado in. So anybody that doesn't know who chaired it is Lawa, former secretary of the federation. He was the one that chaired it. And he opted out because they went and brought Muslim ticket. So if you don't know the way it was, Agbado came into limelight, please, nobody should speak on that. Go and make your research very well. Don't say Agbado is strong. This is a national issue. You cannot be strong without the North vote, without the South. You cannot rig the whole place. When the people that made you who you are, they are there. You cannot rig it now. You have to come and look. He's losing. And when they say by 8 o'clock, they mean it. You think it's a child's play? They mean it. When where you can get block vote is from the North. Another block vote is from the East. Southwest is 0. You cannot get block vote. For South, you know if you get block vote. Those two regions where you can get block vote. Go and do your calculation very well. So nobody should come here that Agbado is threatening. And if Agbado want to escape now and be in power, is this constitutional, is this constitution? Is this constitutional review? That is the only way he can stay in power. For it to change, because he is the one that's going to sign it and he can contest. After I sign it, it will be easier for him to get to power because it is the parliament that will vote in back. Depending on how, that's why I say we should be open on this constitutional issue because he can manipulate it for himself. We should watch that constitutional conference because that's the only pathway for him to stay in power. Let us go and critically analyze it. That is the pathway for him to stay in power. So on the election side, he cannot stay in power. He's going to lose it point blank if this coalition forge ahead and bring Obi out. That is the card.
Are you talking of Tinubu? That
Yes,
the only
Tinubu.
way for him to be in power is through this constitution. Yes, I agree with you.
That is the only way.
I said
Let
they
us
have given him
they give a blank check now. People go and let us critically go and watch it very well.
Right.
They give him a blank check. If he doesn't choose it, he's out. Election is out. When I forgot this game on at the place, say Tinubu is a jagaban of election. A lie, you know, jagaban anything. If he leaves the block vote from the north, he don't go. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Victor, thank you so much for your super chat. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Guys, help us to press on the like, help us to share. Mr. Abdul Malik, talk to us and let's have a final submission of this broadcast.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you,
evening, Mr. Nanja. Good evening, Mr. Nanja. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. It is a shame when you see those leaders.
The weather is hot.
They went to another mass country to go and have treat medication. People that serve country that they're supposed to be in the country to enjoy what they have labored before. They are not honorary citizens. They have served the country for years, right? Why can't they do something hospital in our country so that they cannot go to another mass country to go and hospital there? Those people, I don't really know if they have shame. I don't believe they have shame. You see, if you see anybody that don't have shame, he can do anything stupid. Yeah, that is what they are doing. So you see, some people that know they value their integrity, they cannot do something like this. How can a country like Nigeria, they don't have hospital, good hospital? It's not those people, they are not honorary citizens. They are people that are official people. They have served the country for years. But there is nothing like good hospital. Anybody that is sick, he traveled to London, he traveled to France, he traveled to Germany, he traveled to USA. It is very sad. We don't have leaders. All those people, they are just like they are playing. They are just like they are kids, because they don't know what they are doing there. For me, they don't know. All they are doing is just to stash Agbada, the big belly. That is their work. That is what they are doing. How can you can't give if you are really know what you are doing in life? It's not that the money is there, but the money, you don't make use of the money for your people. Okay, what are you doing with the money? What are the major necessities in the country? It's mandatory. Yeah, it's very compulsory obligation. You must do it for your citizen. Road, school, hospital. The other one, water and water, electricity. It's must. It's not by. It's more. It's compulsory. Government must fix those things for its citizen. But not in how many years now we don't have anyone. Is it not shame? Every time they went to abroad to go and medicate there, what type of mentality, African mentality is this? Is it how white people come to your country to have medication? The answer is no. And they don't keep money in your bank. The answer is no. What type of the reasoning we are, that's why Trump, they call us, we are pit of hole. It's true. All we know is just how to dance, how to eat. That is how they know. That is their reasoning. They don't reason future. The only reason today, only today. It is very it's a shame. It's shame. When I see those things, sometimes I don't really know if I will deny I'm not Nigerian. Because the way they are governed the country is not normal. Some they look at neighboring country around us. It's not like Nigeria. They are better than Nigeria now. Very far away. But we have everything. We have what it takes. But we don't make use of those things because our reason, our mentality. We don't reason where we reason left and right. Tribalism and religion divide everybody in the country. How can we move forward? We can never unless we change our mentality. You see, Peter Obi as a person is different from other politicians in Nigeria currently because that man is like if we miss that man this very particular 2027, sorry, it will be a long time before we find somebody like this Peter Obi again. I'm telling you the truth because now they are playing tribalism and religion, all those things. They don't want to give in presidency, right? It's affecting everybody. Look at what happened the last time Tinubu went to Lagos. Emi Gbawa. You know what that means? President is coming to his own town. Instead of for people to embrace you, they are shouting hungry. Is it not disgrace? What type of country are we living? You have everything. You cannot take everything to heaven. You can't. What do you have? You will leave everything on this earth. Everything you will leave here. You come with empty body. You will go with empty body. What is this? It's not normal something. African leader, they want to get everything, acquire everything in life. What are you going to do with those things? Look at the top men in Nigeria, they have gone. Abacha, Abiola, all those people, they have gone. Today, where are they? They have everything. If they can buy life, they will buy life. Yeah, but they can't. You cannot resist those things. You look at the burial they hold last time, the pastor was preaching today, right? But still, they are not yet repent. When are you going to repent? When you are going to abroad to go and have medication, what about the people that cannot afford it? How are they going to survive? According to what somebody said now, Mr. Alabo, right? There is no middle class anymore in Nigeria. If you don't have millions, you cannot survive. Is that a country where there is no middle class? Either you poor, you rich. We are still talking the same thing every day. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Abdul Malik. God bless you, my brother. I appreciate you. Everyone on the panel have given their submission. We're just going to have our 2 minutes so we can round up. I don't want to use today for a long journey again. Augustine, please, your final submission, 2 minutes, sir.
Okay. In my final submission, let me go back to Ozekome committee. That is important to me because there's something Professor Ozekome said. He said the referendum, every ethnic group will bring a representative. That says it all. That's what we need. There are some ethnic groups that are not as much, not in population-wise, that are not as big as some. But because we want to be a country, everybody must be equal. If those ethnic groups that are 20 million bring 5 people, those that are less than 20 million must also bring 5 people. Those that are more than 20 million must also bring 5 people. That is the principle. I so wish that they succeed. Like Black Panther said, yes, this is opportunity because this is what we want. Some people have even said that the moment Nigeria is where we practice this type of federalism, nobody cares who becomes a president because there is no need to go to Abuja to go and be squabbling for this. The police, security, you give yourself in your region. The what is it called? The economy, you run it the way. Some regions will be richer than the other, more developed. That is it. All the states in America are not developed the same way. As small as the state of Maine is, 2 senators, Texas, 2 senators, though they are big. So when they meet at the table, everybody is equal. That is what it requires. If you want to go and leave that area that is highly rich, you are free to go there and live according to the law there. So that is what we need. So I wish Tinubu, because he said it's urgent, they have to compel Tinubu, President Tinubu, to do whatever it takes to sign it immediately. They did not waste time. In fact, it's even his saving grace. So that is the most important aspect of the news. Then the next thing is, I do not see why Nigeria should be promoting Atiku. I say this, forget about those wishing P2B to go and be deputy to vice to Atiku. All those ones are just mere talk. Atiku is not even interested in the unity or whatever. Atiku is talking of supremacy. He stood at all the last election. Is it not him that said Nigeria do not need Igbo president? Nigeria do not need Yoruba president? That the North will not vote for Igbo? Such a man, and somebody is coming to promote him. What sort of nonsense are we? Do we really believe in the Nigeria, or just we want to mask maybe one type of animosity to the other? It doesn't work, and it is not for nothing that the whole country is clamoring for P2B, at least majorly. If he's that bad, why is everybody talking about him? So people should sit down, take a back seat, and reflect. It's not a distance. And the Obi has answered the question. I will contest the election, he will be on the ballot. Why is somebody still talking of he will accept vice? To who? If he wanted, he was vice in 2019 to Atiku, because as at then it was zoned to the north. The best you can get under PDP, nobody contested, it's only the north. So Atiku accepted him. So by 2023, he was in PDP, hoping that it will now come down to the south. When they started to do their shenanigans, he left.
All
Atiku
right.
wanted him to stay so that he can be vice. He left. He said, no, I'm contesting. And then look at the progress he made. From there, he will go back to Atiku. That is wishful thinking. Thank you.
All right, Augustine, thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Mother Patricia, are you still with us? All right, Mr. Alabo, your 2 minutes, sir.
Mr. Najawosh.
Okay, your final submission, 2 minutes, quickly.
All right. Thank you. I will still go back for the reform, the constitutional reform, which is very important. I know if that happens, it will be better for me. I can control my resources. I can hold my governors, my local government chairman. I don't need to travel to Abuja to argue with any president. So I can look around my local area and see the kind of things we can do so that we can build. Even with what we are having, I know if our leaders are ready, like people of Yesuwike who are so rich, because the money that is meant to develop the state, they refuse to use it, but they use it to build an empire for themselves, which is a sad one. But however, we still need the resource control. We still need to control our state and pay tax to federal government. Our unity is very important in Nigeria. Then coming back to talk about Peter Obi, the man has said, I want to be president. Thank you, Oga CM. In 2019, he accepted to run as a vice president to Atiku. What was the agreement then? Atiku agreed that he's going to do 4 years, that Peter Obi should become his vice. As he becomes his vice, after his vice, he's going to return back to the southeast. He's going to be the president. But unfortunately, they didn't win that election. Some said they won, that Buhari rigged them out. However, they didn't succeed. 2023, which it was obvious for them to zone it, which was the agreement Peter Obi had with Atiku. But they failed when the man noticed everything was happening. The man left, and they thought he couldn't pull a weight. They saw what happened in 2023. Now they are surprised. So any of you who are having that reservation, as if feeling that Peter Obi is going to go for vice president, think about this before you make. Peter Obi is not going for any vice president. There is a bigger options for us If the ADC is not working, we have other platform. But Agbado will never know those platforms. But when that time reach, we will all migrate to those places. For those of you who are shouting, you are from Igbo, why would he go and do now that is a southeast? As my brother Heavis have said, has he seen the 4 years before you start to say you're talking about 8 years? Please, Peter Obi is a Nigerian. He's not an Igbo president. He's a Nigeria. So he's contesting to be the Nigeria president. So he's looking at the power rotation. That is why he said he's going to do 4 years. 4 years is enough. If Agbado can destroy the nation for just 2 years, then within that 4 years is going to set a standard for Nigeria. If God keep him alive, after 8 years of not, with his good work he will do. If we can't find anyone like Obi, people will call him to come back and do. And he can come and complete his 4 years, which is possible. So Nigerians, let us remain focused and forget about those distractors. A new Nigeria is possible for us, and together we'll win it. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, and God bless you, sir.
Okay.
Niger,
I think it's Baba Jonathan.
Okay, Jonathan, take over.
Supposed to be Baba Jonathan.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes. It's yes, Mr. Jonathan already. Okay, 2 minutes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just two things that I want to mention here, just to conclude on this new constitution. I did mention, and I believe panelists have supported the idea that this is an opportunity for Mr. Tinubu, not only for him as well. I also believe that it is also an opportunity for opposition, the opposition combined together. Any of them, whether Mr. Tinubu or the opposition, that quickly, and I mean quickly, take this route and start running through it, will be better off at the end of the day. So I will implore the likes of Mr. Peter Obi to take this on as part of his strategy toward 2027. Lead, be the pioneer, set the pace. That's the only way you can force them. We need it. We need this new constitution. That's the only way you can force Mr. Tinubu, make it part of your agenda. And I mean immediately. With your people, go through it, sit down thoroughly, and come up with your talking points on this. I think it is very important. And I also think that there is a nexus. There is a nexus between what Professor Ezekome said and Akin Oshuntoku. And also, I don't want to believe that it was a coincidence that this interview at different network happened the same day. Because Oshuntoku said toward the end of that interview, if all else failed, if everything else failed, he said something very profound. He said then we should force a constitutional crisis. I don't know what that means so much. Because that's the only way. Because he said the only way is through a new constitution. And if they are not going to get it done, that Nigerians should force, the political class should force it. You can force a constitutional crisis that at the end of the day they will have no choice but to give Nigeria the people's constitution. Thank you very much. Yesterday, Mr. Elvis, you talked about Kenneth Okonkwo, running his mouth again on this North-South issue. And after that, I listened to that interview that he had. But there is no time to mention it. Again, as I've said earlier, Kenneth Okonkwo can never be consistent anymore. All you need to do is to listen to him again, rambling. Everything he's saying does not add up. Thank you.
Very sad.
I'll leave it there.
Very sad. Anyway, let's hear from Black Panther. 2 minutes, sir.
Nigel, thank you very much. Okay, I want to speak on You see why I did not remove that that tag, that stuff on my, I said constitution, or we go a separate way. I knew this is just the pathway to go. Wherever, even when Obi comes there, this is the fight. Me and personally, I will fight towards. If not, we are not going to get any place. If Obi leave, who is going to continue with it? Because Nigerian politicians are, they like to throw away somebody's good plan that will help the people and take their own plan that will make the people poorer. So we should all stay glued and be very attentive concerning this constitutional review what they want to do. And they should be open. If they are not open, they are going to cheat us again the way Abdulsalami cheated us. And one thing, I don't know, people are always saying, oh, they are sick. They are facing the consequences of ruining their own country. That is why they are being dragged like for old age in Wakadio hospital. That is it. That is the only thing I can say about it. I'm not pitying for them. No, they are facing the consequences of what they created. And I want to speak on people that are saying Obi is carrying and giving people's food for a party. Say it's political. Those people saying it, they don't really know Obi, that Obi is a Catholic man. And that's one thing they do in Catholic. Or once in a year, they do that. Even if somebody is doing, if any father is doing party, they always do that. So it's part of their tradition. And there's nothing bad in it. A man that is giving you money to bribe you to vote, and a man that is giving you food to give you food to eat in a party, serving you food, what is bad in it?
No mind them.
Now people will know
what is bad in it.
In Islam, they will sit on the floor. The politician will sit on the floor and he will be eating with almajiris.
Yes, now
using bare hand. Is it not part of their religious,
it's part of humanity. We are all equal before one God. So why should they know? Is it not human being that serve us in hotel?
All right.
Can't I serve the poor? So my brothers and sisters, we should try and throw that thing away. And if you write Nigerian political history, they will never miss Obi out as it states now. Thank you.
Thank you, Black Panther. God bless you, my brother. Abdul Malik, please. 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Evans. You see, this reform of Constitution of 18, it is good, but if you remember last year, is it not last year, ending last year, almost 8-9 months now, you know, there is a patron that went to presidency. They discussed about this before, right? Why did they do it that time? I pray this time around they get it right. Because Nigeria, they don't take anything serious. It's only country I see, if something is bothering them, they don't take it serious. It's very sad. But I pray this time they get it right. You go on like people that are kind. When you are kind to your human being, God like those such people. And those such people, they always make it in life because they have feeling for their fellow human being. They are kind. I believe those are the kind of people Obi is, understand? Yes, it doesn't mean you serve people's food, or no matter what you have in your pocket, understand? You don't have for somebody. You understand? That is how you see some people in life. They respect everybody. It doesn't mean they don't know what they are doing, or no. They believe everybody is equal in life. That is how God. We know God create everybody like that, understand? There is how God create people.
All right.
But when you see how you do something, you are buying with people the way they behave with you, understand? Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, my brother Abdul Malik. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us again today. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just Abdul Malik said that they had this meeting with Tinubu on new constitution last year. That is correct. And he asked, what was the outcome? What is it that Tinubu said? Tinubu said then that his hand is full right now, that there are other state matters. He knows that it is important, but there are other state matters. Now they are going back to it to tell which other state matters are more urgent or more important. than this one, if not the new constitution.
He's talking about his money.
Okay.
Which one is that?
The money is spent. Anyway, I thought it's my turn, but anyway.
Okay, Mr. Odoa, go ahead now. 2 minutes. We'll fair call you since now.
No, you know, I was the one that called Baba Jonathan. They did not call me.
Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Well, I have to congratulate that our brother who was Labour Party campaign or whatever, because I think Adegbeshola, I never knew that people like that were in that Labour Party, and today they are all leaving Labour Party. So because the way Labour Party, the way Abure and whatever they call their Papa and the other man who thought it is their personal property, they will still see that as Peter Obi is leaving, that party is going to go back to square zero that it was, since their head did not correct. So people need to reset it for them. So I think a KGB, a KGB, whatever they call it, has just also decided to put one leg there now and put one leg out. So before you know, everybody who came in through that obedient era, all of them will leave, and that party will become not known. So I urge everyone, but if even ADC could not make way for them, there are still many alternatives, just as our other father said. There are still other alternatives open, but not yet revealed, but there are also alternatives. So Peter Obi or not, Atiku should go and sit down and be a statement, because all of them need to calculate how many votes they have, the population they have in 2019, and know the population who will still support them this time. So the only person we are seeing here with the population and with the vibrant, whether in the north, in the south, in the east, or in the west, or in the center, it is only Obi. So the ADC, if they know what is good for them, it is their choice to just say, okay, Obi, come and be there for us, so that come and prepare the way if the APC. Because I know that these people, I want to say something here. These people that we are saying they are not good, they are this, they are that. What make them to bring APC? They were looking for a change that will make Nigeria good. That was how they bring Buhari, and Tinubu came in. And the APC will no longer do it. Them now said, no, we need who will make Nigeria good. They formed ADC. So let us give ADC a try. So that is only what I see in this idea, because these people are the ones looking for a solution. That's why everybody cannot be good. To you, they will be bad. To other person, they might be good. But in order out of bad something, you can still see the one to manage for good something. So that's only my idea. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Naija Watch.
Yes, sir.
A second, sir. Thank you, Odua. And one thing I want to challenge Bayo Ononuga and the EFCC chairman. If he knows that Malami, Sri Lanka, all of them are corrupt, let them there and go and probe them.
Okay. All right. It looks like there are still some things that you guys wanted to iron, especially Mr. Jonathan. You wanted to talk about Kenneth Kokoa, right? Or we should leave it for tomorrow.
Naija Watch.
Thank you for the time. Naija Watch, God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Naija Watch.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it 1 hour or 30
Yes. Information. The EFCC director,
Chairman.
Go ahead now, Black Panther. You
EFCC
are
chairman.
locating us here.
that they should be given a free will before
We
you
can't
come
hear
into
what you're
government
saying.
and after you.
Start
Can
all over
you hear me
again.
now?
Start all over
My
Well,
again.
network.
we lost you, Black Panther. Can you start again?
Okay. The EFCC director has sent a bill. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sent a bill well over 6 months, no, 5 months, that they should be given the free will without the presidential order to investigate when you come into power and after you leave power, to investigate your financial wealth acquired.
All these things not the
Yet
work.
they've not given them go ahead.
And that is how EFCC is supposed to be, because that is why they
Okay.
call them Financial Crime Commission. They're not supposed to take order from the president.
Okay. All right.
They can also go against the president if he misbehave. But Nigeria own it is the president that give them order. In Italy here, they go through everybody, whether you are Pope and all.
Okay. All right. I'll give you guys 1 hour to talk within yourself. That 1 hour, I'll just end the show. Please, you guys, I don't know who's going to manage you, but just talk within yourselves.
Thank you, Niger Watch.
You want
God
to
bless
watch
you.
now? Thank you.
Yeah.
Long life and
Dr.
prosperity.
CM can take the chair.
Dr. CM, can we start with
see,
the speaker? Dr. CM.
Alabo, wait, as you the tank Niger Watch. Yeah, as you the tank and self, now wow. Anyway, well, gentlemen, we all these things now. So who do we start with?
Dr. CM,
Let me say this. Let me start.
We're supposed to talk now. The visa ban.
Let me start, Dr. CM.
Yeah,
Because,
1 moment. Okay.
yeah, if you permit me, please.
Okay.
Let me start. I just want to talk on because we have no choice. It's going to continue, and it's going to be gaining momentum. You know, this guy never gives up. Kenneth Okonkwo. He was on the airwaves yesterday. You know, and I now listen to him very, 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 very attentively. I did. I listened to him the second time. I pause. I continue. I really want to digest what he's saying, you know, and then connect it with his interview with Sheung earlier in the week. You can see that within a period of 5 days now, he has appeared on 2 networks now, talking about this northern presidency. And I can see his flaws and his inconsistency. They are so glaring to see, but you must listen to him very well and understand what has been going on to date for you to identify the flaws and the inconsistency in his current positions. And there are 3 of them. He's basing everything on 3 of them, and all of them are deficient because, bottom line, it is for his own self-interest, not for the interest of the Nigerian people. You will watch, if you listen to him, you will see that he will never talk about the people. The people, he has relegated them down to the border. He won't even mention the people at all. Kenneth Okonkwo will just be talking about Atiku and the need for the North to take over the presidency. You will all recall, first of all, number 1, that it was Kenneth Okonkwo who was very, very vehement. He said that the only way out is coalition, that everybody has to coalesce together to take out Tinubu. Now, you got that. Obi has joined the coalition, and he quickly shifts the goalposts. Now, Kenneth is talking about the North. Initially, he was not talking about the North. He was just talking about everybody come together. So you can see the trick, the cunningness, the tricky there. Just come to the coalition first, and then immediately they come together. Kenneth Okonkwo bounce. It's like he has a script, a template that he's following very religiously. He now came up with, okay, now we have the coalition. It has to go to the North. And then look at his flaws again, his position on why it should go to the North. Kenneth Okonkwo is simply saying that it is impossible in Nigeria for a politician to unseat an incumbent from the same region. If you are a politician, you are from the North, you are from the South, it is impossible for you to unseat an incumbent from the South, which is completely false. This is politics. The fact that power has been taken or power is residing on a particular region does not mean that that power cannot be taken from someone from that same region. It doesn't mean. This is politics. So you can see that and then he now concluded by calling everybody that is not supporting his position now. He said they are intellectually disorganized and lack political strategy. So I think Kenneth Okonkwo now is completely intellectually disorganized and he lacks political strategy. That's what I can see here. Why? Because he said that in 2019 that Atiku and Obi ran together. They could not take Buhari from the north. They couldn't take him out. Kenneth, it does not matter. It is the quality of the candidate that matter. It is not the region that matter. That is why I will characterize you as being politically deficient. It has got nothing to do with that, especially when we are even talking of equity and fairness. It does not matter. It is the quality of the candidate. The person that we have now, you cannot compare Obi being the front runner in 2027, comparing that scenario to 2019, Atiku and Obi. You cannot do that. It doesn't add up. Intellectually, it does not add up, Kenneth. You are completely intellectually disorganized if that is your position that you are holding. It is the quality and the competence of the candidate. And you cannot tell me that Nigerians are stagnant, that Nigerians are not progressing politically in their thinking. You cannot say that. You can also not tell us that the gathering right now of people, the interest that people have now in politics now, and the need for change, you cannot compare it to 2019 as well. You cannot compare the demographic of 2019 to the demographic of today, Kenneth Okonkwo. That's why I say it is you that is intellectually disorganized. So in every ramification, I applaud you all around. You are just so wrong. It doesn't add up. Your position does not add up. You said that you supported APC in 2019. Because why? You want a situation where you want power to remain in the north. Why? What has changed now, Kenneth Okonkwo? Because you want power to remain in the north, you want their 8 years to complete. So what has changed now? So it is all.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yes.
You see, that grammar you use there is supposed to be like this. Is suffering from the disease acquired by traitorism. Let me put that word, my word, traitorism. That is what he's suffering from. And that is the characteristics of a traitor. Speaking from his foot. That's what he's speaking from.
And finally, I can leave the floor for you for other panelists. See, he also talked about money. He said he wants to support somebody who has the financial muscle. So he's now referring to Obi, that Obi doesn't have the financial muscle to take care of 170,000 agents. He used the base of 20,000 naira. That even if you want to pay the 20,000 naira equates to about 3-point-something billion naira if you want to pay them. Even, I will tell you, Kenneth Okonkwo, we can even go to 50,000 naira per agent, which is equivalent to, is less than 9 billion. The obedience of today, the support today with Mr. Peter Obi at the M, 9 billion is change. Yes, I can tell you for free, 9 billion is change.
Let them choose us. See where we will contribute. Let them choose
so what he's saying now is that it is Atiku that has the financial muscle He was
See,
talking about discretionary and mandatory expenses. Rubbish, Okonkwo. Rubbish.
Jonathan, you forgot something.
Yes.
Kenneth Okonkwo said, come 2027, we don't want to be Atiku or Tinubu. They should clear. They should give way. Have you forgotten?
He said that earlier. He said, well, what has changed now?
So
he said we want new blood, new blood.
Atiku is now
You said you are asking what has changed. He just said it that the person that have financial weight is what changed.
Atiku is now a new blood. Anyway, the thing about Kenneth Okonkwo is that I said something one day. I said, you get us gara go past some level, you go become madness. Just go and think. You get this gara. You get as you go do, you don't forget. Say you get where you go do and reach. People go say yes, you are right. You get where you go do and they go na madness. So share this thing where you just they go in fact it's now available for hire. Any TV station where call you go there, go there mess himself up. The only thing about Nigerian media is they are not like Ludovs of CNN. The man that when in the interview you, by the time they look at you, after a small time, say, Senator, can we take a listening to this short clip? You go bring where they say something to contradict yourself. After that, he will tell you what really has changed. Do you still stand? What do you want the public to believe now? You go just disgrace yourself. That Ludovs. Somebody like Kenneth Okonkwo should be when you place him on the mic. It's just the rattle, it's just the rant they go, just the rattle fig or this thing. You just tell and say, please, Mr. Okonkwo, pause a bit. Can we take a listening to this? Because he no go know. You could just clear. You said that Atiku Obi and the Tinubu should get out of the way. They are too old or whatever reason. Now you are saying Atiku is the right guy. Which Kenneth Okonkwo do you want the people to believe now? Do you think you are doing yourself a favor? In fact, for those of you in the UK, remember there's a man they call Jeremy Paxman. If the guy interview you, you go. That is you must fumble unless you are so clean. So Kenneth Okonkwo issue is just Bele. He's metamorphosing or sort of changing to FFK. FFK does keep quiet because he don't reach in zenith. Everybody knows now where
Oga Dr. CN. They don't employ him. They don't give him money.
What I'm trying to say, he has worked hard to attain that level. You know what I mean? To attain the level where they say FFK no be they play for Yeye League again. Now high because so now Kenneth Okonkwo they want to place himself so that people go know now anywhere Bele face. Maybe if Peter Obi gets a ticket and then be on the ballot and start to win, Kenneth Okonkwo can come and say, Kenneth, come. I want you to go and demolish Atiku. This is the money. He will turn back again to go and demolish. So that is the deal. That is his way. As for that, I don't really regard it as anything. What gladdens my mind today is this interview of Professor Zekome. That is what Nigeria needs. And they want it urgent. Between 14, 15, according to him, of this July. They meet immediately in Abuja and then go and compare Tinubu. This is where to go. I mean, Tinubu should listen to them. There's nothing, economy cannot grow without us doing this thing. And that is the way you take the rug under anybody's feet. Remember, Professor Zekome said, Tinubu can write his name in gold forever if he should do this. Yes, I want him to do it. If he should do it,
Dr. CM, information for you.
Dr. CM.
Information for you, Dr. CM.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. One moment,
your friend has graduated from law school. He's not a lawyer, a barrister now. Dino Malai, your friend now.
Malik, make me hear you. Malik.
Now lawyer they don't collect money for law school.
Mr. CN, did you sure that Tinubu will listen to those people?
He must though.
What happened last time? Where Edasme, everybody gathered in the Asura? Almost 9-8 months.
He go listen. The board don't change. The board don't change.
It is that same people. Yes, Abdul Malik, you are right. Emeka and Yokudem. It is that same people that are coming again. Remember, Ozekome said it, that when they went before, he was talking of he's interested in the economy and the way it is now. To be honest with you, Tinubu, 4 years. That's why when Peter B said 4 years is good. Do you need 8 years to stop oil theft? Do you need 8 years to reform the seaport? You don't. So 4 years you can make tremendous, 2 years even impact. No be policy, enforce it. They talk. Nigerians will be following you. Things will change. See, all these people that are talking are tough. They are in the minority. They are in the minority. Forget about all this. They are in the minority. Most Nigerians will like what Professor Zekome is proposing because they will tell you, yes, we want federalism. That federalism means that now you will police your area, and that is the best way to stop.
On the state, sorry, let me. Sorry for this. On the state police, I think we should holistically look at that one very well. What they might propose is regional policing.
Okay, regional police.
Because they don't want to put it in the hands of one governor.
It doesn't mean what if one governor
it should be a collective. Because one governor for you look election, my brother. No, they look one way. Look at the election. These people are gangster. We have to curtail them, cut their wings in every ways. If it's a collective power, they will be able to manage it very well. And state election, all elections should be federal. No more state election. They should cancel state election. They should cancel all state elections. It should be federal now. They shouldn't make it state again because of irregularities and a way of maneuvering names and other things. So let them make it federal so that it will be one board that will be collating all the election through the computerized system. That's all. No. That will be very clear.
Black Panther.
What?
The same way your state in Chicago will conduct their election.
We no fit copy system when somebody they do. You have to copy the one you go fit copy your own.
The American system would they do today.
That is why they fail. That's why I bring this solution for you.
Panther, there is nothing like federal election. Elect in your state. Conduct election.
You know why I'm saying this? It's because we should not be faster than our shadow.
Because
we should do something.
It's just because we are wicked.
No. Forget that one. Everybody's wicked. Wait. Forget all that one. Everybody's wicked. All races are wicked. We should look inward and look at our psyche and the way we do things. And we should arrange our system according to the way we do things. Now, if you put it in the hands of the federal, because you are taking a lot of things from the federal government now, you are taking a lot of things from the federal state, you are giving it to the states. Now, if you are doing that, you have to have a board that everybody will be in that board. Then that board will control the electoral system because you are going to computerize it. It's not going to be on real time. So it should belong to one board, not belonging to the state, because the state can't fund it.
So if you are saying that, let us move it to the regional. Let every region have their own.
If you move it to the region, look at the history we have. When we moved it to the region the other time, it caused regional war. You know they remember history.
No, Black
there was a regional problem.
Black Panther, if you
wasn't like that, Black Panther.
If we say election na federal, it then means that the devolution of power, maybe the thing we are talking of restructuring,
you're giving it back to the federal government.
Yeah, you're giving it back.
No. What I'm saying is that it's not that it's in the hand of the federal government. It should be centralized.
Okay,
that is the way to monitor it.
Unless you say maybe the whole region they will do our election the same day.
The same day.
The same day, but then the what is it called, the manpower resources for doing it, because every region is almost autonomous. Only that you don't have your own.
See. Do you know why I'm saying this? You see, we are talking about funding now. Not every state can get state police. Forget all this talk with the talk. Not every state that can fund state police. Not every state can have. Not every state. The issue is that even the states that are forming election, they still get subvention from federal government.
Black Panther.
Now,
with you.
What we need now, the state is still more. The federal is still rich. If you look at it, because all oil from the offshore belongs to them.
No, Black Panther. If we are,
They
if we
cannot give that one away. They
Black
can't give that
Panther,
one to the state.
Black
That one are
Panther,
normal. They don't give them.
Mr.
Black
Black Panther,
Panther,
you see, although I
Black
have
Panther.
answered you this question, it's just because we are wicked. Is that
No,
just say,
wickedness does not come here. Every race they wicked
yes,
Black Panther,
now.
let me explain something to you now. If we are talking about the reforms and you are sending the power back to the state and you have done that, so why are you still pushing these things back to the central, telling me that the
See,
state cannot fund the
election
police?
is not mandatory for the state. Don't you understand?
See,
It
Black
is,
Panther. Black Panther.
it
It
is
still got to be on
If
exclusive list.
see Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
No. Black Panther. If they devolve power the way it should be, the state, it is the way federal give money to state. We be the way regions or state go they give money to federal. Do you understand?
Dr. CM,
That is the way we want to reverse it.
Dr. CM,
Such that the small money, the money where federal they get, you know, go pass them to the take care of defense at the national level, maybe foreign embassies and all those small central banking and all those things. But the issue of education goes to the region. Issue of health facility goes to the region. Issue of transport goes to the region. That's why you control your resources, because you have money to decide what is priority to you. I remember this Fakpo when maybe that is still what they're going to present. The man said there will be federal legislature, like Ozekome said, parliamentary at Abuja. Black Panther, you are from the south. Let me say your region, and I'm from the southeast. If two of us are representing our region, we be paid the same thing. South go decide now. So how much now? So then go they pay their people where they represent them. Southeast go say based on our money now, so we go pay. So all of us will be legislators for Abuja. They receive different thing. And to recall us, now my region go say me, if you don't want it, we recall you. So it makes it possible that you representing your region, you are answerable to your region, because then they pay you, and they pay you what they have. All the regions cannot be paying the same thing. There's nothing like national minimum wage. Every region go say this is how much we can be able to afford. We pay. That is the meaning of you develop at your own pace. Meaning that federal now.
See, let me tell you an example here. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. In America, where we have, I'm just saying this silence. In America, where we have true federalism, they still rig election in our state. Do you know how they rig it? You just have to alter the demography. They rigged it. You just got to alter the demography. You create another constituency. You rig the election, because you have to have a percentage in each constituency before you can win. So what you people think that if you are doing electronic, they cannot rig? They can rig. It requires you thinking. So you have to give it to a neutral body that will do elections.
There is no place they are not rigging election.
You
No
cannot put it
election
in
in
the
the
hands
world.
of the state. They will
In
rig.
the whole world. No
no,
election
Black
in the whole
Panther
world
is
that is
difficult
perfect.
when they are doing electronic to rig. It's very difficult.
It's not difficult. You have to break the constituency. That's all. It's not difficult. You just have to be smart.
Black Panther, let me even agree it will be rigged. But what the essence of devolution is that you are independent, do it the way. Okay, for a western region or west they rig, so northeast go they rig the way then they rig their own. Now that concerns you. If you bring it to the federal, it warrants that there will be a federal
No,
appointment.
election does not determine your independency now. What are we talking?
No, independency means that some of you are independent, you can do what you now have. Okay, controlling your resources, is it not you? Education,
You are
not
the
you
one
who set up.
controlling.
You are the one controlling your resources.
In a federal state, you have to have a neutral umpire for your elections.
If you see that we call it neutral umpire, I agree. But even if you give unto federal, what we are trying to do is to make sure that as much as possible, every region develops at their own pace. That is just the whole essence of all this. That is just the thing. Because the resources are not available and not equal. It's no longer when you come to Abuja, they say you know them my party. Therefore, they
Election,
delay your
election is part of election. Let me tell you one thing. Election is part of national security. You know, people don't know. When I don't know,
Even then, the state can handle. I mean, the region can handle their election.
the region cannot undo it.
Dr. Sim,
Black Panther.
Dr. Sim,
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Black
there is
Panther. I'm
something I
trying
want
to.
to. Can I chip in this thing, Mr. Jonathan? Sorry, no visa. Even with the current situation of our country, Black Panther, if there is a state police today, if you remove corruption, the money going to the state, what are the governors doing with the security vote? Those security vote is enough to fund the police. So even as we are today, they have not even devoted the power to the state. The state governors can take care of state policing, remove corruption. We are doing great. We can manage all those things. But because of how corrupt we are, the money that is supposed to go for their individual and adding it to project they want to do. That is why you see somebody will go and renovate a place and renovate it for 39 billion. Renovate a vice president place, they will renovate it for 19 to 20 billion. So those are things. So if you minus all these things, we have a system like the procurement system that is transparent, that people will come and bid, and this corruption is taken out. We have a lot of resources to do things. So if we carry these things, let's say the police is controlled by the region, then every state has their own INEC that will conduct the election. Why can't the police oversee those things and the people who wants to do? Nigerians will work well. We must not carry INEC and put everything, fix it on federal government to still begin to do. So if you are saying they will rig the election, is the federal government, are they not rigging? Did Mahmoud not promise us a 2023 heaven and earth? Did he not tell us there is a technical glitch? Has he been able to explain to us today? Is it not the same federal government? So let us just see the fact and see if we can take out corruption, we will move forward.
Even then, it does that one region they rig the year does not mean another region go they rig like that. Everybody go they do your own thing. That's what I'm saying. Okay, one region the teachers there go strike. Does it mean the teachers in other region go strike? No, things go they move. Hey,
No,
that is what we're saying.
But what
That is the meaning
Black
of
Panther is proposing or is saying is that elections should go back, should still remain at the center. Is that what you are saying? Maybe I'm getting you wrong.
No. See, it's like you have an EFCC, and the EFCC go just like federal police, state police, but that one is different. But just like EFCC, now they go through the state. They should be neutral. They should not. The presidency does not give order to them. They should be independent. That is how they're supposed to be. That's why you call them Independent National Commission, where all the stakeholders will select their own chairman. Now, the reason why I'm saying it, I'm going back to history when the regional elections. Yes.
Elections.
Yes.
Where should the power, remain? Is it at the center?
The power of election should be derived from the Constitution. They shouldn't put it in the hands of the federal government. It should be a constituted body that will be elected from each zones, that the constituents will elect from each zone that will represent them in that board, that will conduct all election, because we don't want a state where a state is being captured or a region being captured. Then you have a regional boss.
In that case,
then wait. Let me land. In the Western region, there was an election problem. The thing burst out in the case that it caused a lot of homes were lost, houses were lost, life were lost. So we don't want to come to that part again where the military will not take over because of one problem they have in one region. They will not categorize. They won't say it affects us generally. So we will try and guide those things, because if you make it an independent body, it's going to work out fine, because each region contributes.
So what you are saying is that each region will send a representative through an election to the board. And
yes,
that body that will be conducting election.
That will be conducting election. Because we want a neutral umpire. We don't want the state government to control it.
Okay, see, listen.
Dr. CM, let me ask Black Panther, what are we doing now? What
in
are we
that case,
doing now on our
in that
electoral?
case, in that case, Black Panther, what the board you propose is no longer under federal control, so to speak, because every region,
Yes, 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 yes.
so it's not okay. I can
With
understand
what
that.
a Black Panther is proposing now,
That's
what are we running at the current INEC?
No,
How are
no,
we
what we are
Is it
running
not the
now
same thing
is
you are
like,
talking?
no, it's not the same thing.
No,
This
How
one
is
we
it
are
not
running,
the same thing?
president elect it, the president
different.
nominate, and they approve. But that
It's a
one, the Senate, it go dey inside the constitution. It derive its power from there. Then all regions go produce maybe not 5 or 6, depending on the
Black
financial
Panther.
this thing.
Black Panther.
What?
Let me tell you something that you are talking as if you don't understand Nigeria. Nigeria is not about whether president nominate a INEC chairman. It's about the individual.
No.
If region nominates
No,
somebody to be their,
Oga, don't go that
if
area.
it is a corrupt
So,
person that you
Mr.
put in
Labo,
that
Mr.
position,
Mr. Labo, don't go that
wait,
area.
what you are saying now, Mr. Labo, is that each region should have their own independent electoral body.
yes, if he will corrupt, he will still corrupt. Mr. Jonathan, see where I'm coming, eh? Even if you nominate like character like Nyesom Wike, you nominate from your region to be an INEC umpire, will he not go there and do rubbish? So we are talking
They are
about
not handling papers now. I've already told you how they can read it. They are not handling papers. It's real time. Their only purpose is
you are
to
talking about it. And
their only
you are
purpose is to make
contradicting
sure. Look,
yourself,
wait,
Black Panther. The
my
same you
brother,
that said
my
the
brother, my
electronics
brother,
is not secured, that they
my
rig
brother.
election.
This is
You are
how they do
talking
it.
as
If you
if
let me
it's
tell you,
100%.
Alabo, you need to learn. No, they argue something. When we say I did neutral, they tell you say na neutral thing. Understand me clearly. See, you need to bring it derive its power from the constitution. Therefore, it cannot be controlled by anybody. It's only judiciary that can when they're having some problem that can interpret the judicial power of that body
Black Panther.
when there is an interference.
This is
Look
the
at
area
what
they
it does.
disagree with you now. You are talking as if now
See.
US where you did now they take the analyze our own electoral system.
See, una election on paper. So you know say una British election on paper.
The judiciary you are mentioning that will interpret the same thing. Is it not the same judiciary we have in Nigeria? Let's
The
talk
judiciary,
about the one that's
judiciary in Nigeria is not independent. Don't you know?
Black Panther, let's go a little bit practical. So let's say each region now nominated or through election within their region, they elected 5-5. They sent it down. Let's say we have 6 regions. The one for Fakponda, I think
they will do election for that 5-5. They will do election for that 5-5.
I know Fakponda recommended 8 regions. So 8 times 5. That means that there will be 40 members of that board. Now, at the regional level, when these people now sat down together, who appoints the commissioner for each region? How does the appointment of each commissioner for each region? Remember, these people are going to the center. Now, each region there will still be need to have each state to have like a commissioner, the resident electoral commissioner. Who appoints them? Is it the governor of each state? Is it that board, those 40 member board that will appoint? Or this commissioner will also be elected. Will also be elected the way these 5 members were elected. So each state commissioner will also be elected. Which one? Which of these 3 options are you proposing? Because I'm trying to find out how this system could work.
See, when you have an independent board, for instance, now, that is why we need to make the board like 5-5. You can even increase it to 10-10 because they have a lot of war. Nigeria is very big. So we need supervisors around everywhere because you have a lot of local government to cover too.
Now you are now talking of cost of governance. Now you are taking
no. You are not going to be paid. You are not going to pay them big now.
Okay.
It's service now. Everything should be anything in this parliamentary service. Now, when you have that board, when I've covered everything that you are saying, I said they derive their power from the constitution. They don't have any thing to do with state governor or regional governor. Immediately they are set up. They will nominate through their election, they will nominate who is going to be the chairman. Then the chairman, as we do, they will now do what is called they can swap, or they can nominate who will take each region among
Black
themselves,
Panther.
because they have their budget of their own. So they present their budget in the parliament.
Black
So they
Panther.
defend their budget. What, Oga? What?
Tell me which country that practice this thing you are talking about.
You see. I thank you for bringing that thing. Which country? You see,
Yes.
we have so indoctrinated ourselves into copying what other countries are copying. That is why we have a lot of defects in our lives.
You have to understand your environment. The kind
What
of
am I
See,
understanding?
you have in
I
Nigeria.
am
see,
Before
saying
you
what you
Black
propose
suit
Panther,
us
something now,
here.
Black Panther, I expect you to say, if there's no control on adopting it, you say this is your proposal that we can originate our own.
Yes.
So
my
that
And
so that
proposal.
so that
and do you know one thing? We are not used to independency yet. That is why we
yeah,
always question, and it's good for us to question, because we don't understand. Some of us don't understand what is meant by constitutional power. When I say, that's why I start with constitutional power, because they are like co-equal with the legislators itself, because they derive their power there.
What we are
You
trying
cannot
to
dictate to them.
Black Panther, it
what,
will
what we
not
are
work.
trying to
This one you
achieve,
are proposing.
what we are trying to achieve here is to ensure that there is no
room
power.
for rigging.
There
No
is no
power to
power
anybody.
given to one
There is
individual.
no way
Yes,
you are
And
gonna.
there will be checks
There
and
is no way you
balances.
can do this.
Yes.
So, returning to these 5 people elected from each region, right? So, these 5 people will end up being commissioner for each state. Is that what you are saying? I don't.
No.
How?
See. That's why I say there's room for increase. It depends on how you want me to expand it. But I'm being very,
So
very
the constitution, see,
Black
the
Panther,
constitution
this
will be,
system will
because
not
as
work
per as per constitution,
environment.
you see, as per
see, Alabo,
constitution,
you are used to this regional tribalism. That's why you're talking like this.
I say it will
You are
not
used to
work in
it.
the only
You
thing you will suggest
think
propose.
if they give your state money to handle that money, you think you don't get corruption? You think so you don't
Yes,
get
that is
corruption?
the same thing. That is the same thing applied to everything. See, when we are talking
See,
about institution,
we
what
don't
is an
want
institution?
anybody. See, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Alabo. We don't want anybody to dictate who is going to represent this person. That is
Yes,
what you
the
people
only
are.
way, the only
Especially in
way.
River State. That is what you people are always liking. For someone to say, "Now
No.
he go be the
Black
governor.
Panther,
Now he go be
leave
this."
my state out of this. The only way you can do this proposal you are talking is when you will tell me that there will be an open employment and people will be interviewed who will work. INEC will be an institution that will grow itself. I will go on my own course. They will train. They will look if I am qualified to be a
federal
supervisor.
institution.
This
Wait, Mr. Labo, don't expand this conversation. That INEC you are talking about, will it be a federal institution or
don't
regional
mind him.
The same region, people will employ.
each
Now,
region, not federal.
everybody will
Each
grow the same way.
wait.
How
Mr.
can you be
Let
Jonathan,
believing
let me
in
just land.
federal government
I'm
employing you?
Mr.
What are you
Jonathan,
saying?
wait, Mr. Labo, please. I'm trying to be educated here, and
yes.
so that one can get something, and you start thinking, ruminating around it. Maybe we can get something that we can start talking on and promoting. We can get something that we can promote. That's
Okay, go
what I'm
ahead.
trying to achieve here. So if you
Yes.
say if you say this electoral body that people will have to apply for jobs there, is it at the federal level or at the regional level?
They have devolved power to the state. If power have come to the police is now regional. This same body can still be regional. Then it's an institution. The same way police, you recruit police. Should be the same way you recruit INE. People will grow there. You grow to managerial position.
No, that's where you got it wrong.
Each state or each region.
Each region will have, and each state will have their chapter. The same way we'll have this INEC. Then from that very place, you will not tell me to say, okay, when you are saying region can now nominate who will be the number one to control, to oversee every region, this thing, then we will have one chairman that will cover them. Then that one can come from them, their body now. the whole region will come out. The most qualified person, this regional chairman, let's say in Southeast, the chairman of INEC in Southeast, the chairman of INEC in Southwest, the chairman of INEC in Northwest, they will come together and nominate a board member who will be their chairman. So if we can
No,
rotate that
no.
one,
See, Alabo, stop all this all this Port Harcourt politics. Let's
which
be
particular
very
politics? I'm telling you the
let's
realities
be
that can work in
patriotic
our
here.
environment.
Let's be
I think
no,
we are
no,
getting,
no, no,
I think
no.
we are getting it confused. But one thing that I can agree to at this point in time, for me, that I can agree to, is that all electoral officers for elections must seek election. They must be in that office true, and they must be elected. That one I agree with it. And if you are going to contest, in an election, you cannot still be a member of that board. You will have resigned a minimum of 6 months out of that body. Let's say you are there now for the past 5 years. You now want to contest to become a governor or a senator at whatever level. You must resign from that position. At least
Those are the
months.
bylaws and conditions now. Those one we created.
That one I think we can agree with. That election, all these people, because you know what? When these people are elected, when they know that they are elected, there's no way you can mess up, because you know that you'll be voted out.
Thank you, Oga Jonathan. You see the reason why I'm saying this thing is because of history, where somebody can hijack power in the state because of financial prowess.
I remember you cannot put your name on the ballot and still be a member of the board.
No. It will never happen, because the constitution will state all those things. So all these things that we are putting is just like a picture. We have to put laws that will guide them in the constitution.
Okay, Black Panther, let me ask, because I know where the argument Alabo want to put. When they say they devolve power to the state and they want each region to develop at their own pace, how do you want it to affect conducting an election? That is just the question. You see the question now. How do you want this power devolution to affect conducting an election by different regions? Because this is what Professor Zekome said they are going to discuss, to give Nigeria a new constitution whereby every ethnic group will bring their representative. They discuss what they want. I hope they are wanting to succeed. So how will this affect the way you want it to affect, or the way you want it to affect conducting an election at the regions? How? To what extent do you want it to affect conducting elections? Because I know we are agreed that the power of the federal government should be whittled down.
Yes.
Which I agree
with you.
Yeah, we all agree on it. One, because with all the corruption and all the expenses it involves, let every region do it. My happiness has always been that I always believe that if my southeast is messing up, it does not mean that northeast will be messing up too. That is my own. Maybe the Southwest is struggling with Tinubu if they are president, and I consign them now. Does it mean South will elect the equivalent of Tinubu again? No. You see, because everything is different, you do it according to your peculiarity or your wish or whoever dribble on. No, Sabi. And it is easy for you to change, because the moment you said, let's say my South is somebody is dealing with us, let's say now this man in those days, let's say something like Rocha Sokorocha is, I don't know how he rig himself in. And Southwest and Southwest is moving, Northwest peaceful, everything. South. No, people go turn and say,
you know go call lose or demand.
See, Dr. CM, what you are saying, let me tell you, if you go back to history, what you are saying happened, and what was the effect? Did it not drag other region into it, where the military now took over? If we are talking, let us look at our past, so that the thing does not occur again.
The past na federal they conduct the election. Mr. Esua, the what they call him EC then, Electoral Commission. It was federal that conducts every election.
Yeah.
That is why I want to take it out from their hand.
That's what the answer I expect from you is that the essence of the power devolution will be region, because now you get your assembly. Now you they fix the salary you pay them, which means maybe Northwest region go they pay within their like, the Southwest go pay within they can afford.
Based
That
on
is
their
the
financial
issue.
status now.
Yes, maybe in a South go they pay that time they get deep
our
pocket.
own go
Do,
high.
do you know that
Maybe
even
Lagos
if let me tell you people, even if the states are very so powerful, the center still have power that can still do things that will affect the state.
See,
You understand me? Economically.
Black Panther
So
explain
my brother, no, they ask me like, oh, go, don't know, you won't create an argument here. Please don't go and research yourself.
Wait,
don't create an argument.
Donald Trump will suspend any governor.
See, not be that one. Not be. I'm saying economically.
So tell me the one where federal government will come to
Alabo. It's high time, It's high time. We don't toy with what we are trying to make good as an example to other African nations. We should exhaust every available idea to avoid the center from coming into electoral body. That is why I'm saying that they have to be included in the constitution. Even our traditional leaders have to be included in the constitution so that they don't maneuver them for political purpose.
You know that Professor Ezekwueme mentioned about I think he said 64. Is it 64 or 67 items?
Yes, about that
we are currently on the exclusive list.
Exclusive list where federal they control.
Can you imagine that? That's too much. There are only about 10 specific areas that we can mention here that yes, it has to be federal. Those that readily comes to mind are things like defense, transportation because of aviation, economy, monetary policy. Those are the areas, external affairs and foreign policy. Those areas are not negotiable at all. It is the federal government that handles that. And that gives the president or whoever, whether they call it prime minister, whatever name they want to give it, gives that office enormous power. But when it comes to the issue of education, healthcare,
internal security,
those ones should go straight to the region.
Straight to every region, state.
Every region should
local
have
government, community
to do their own thing themselves.
Even schools,
and again, what
their own security.
They don't have to go. The other thing is that they don't have to go to the federal for handout every 30 days. No, they don't have to do that. As a matter of fact, the reverse should be the case, where these regions
federal government will come in to beg.
They will have to, send money. Federal government also, because of the power that they have through the exclusive list through the exclusive list on the economy, they will also have power on collection of taxes.
Taxes, yes.
They will impose taxes as well. So it is. I don't know what is.
See, Alabo. Let me tell you one thing. Alabo, you are always saying one thing. You think it's a game of throne. It's not a game of throne. The federal government cannot beg. It cannot beg you for anything. You are going to pay tax. You are going to pay some kind of tax. So there are two kind of tax that you pay.
If I'm paying tax, are you not begging me?
Alabo, go and I'm in a federal state. I'm in a where the democracy come from. Not be that parliamentary one that they do for that place. So see, there are some powers that the federal government will have, like what we have, like immigration powers now, economic power. They can dictate the taxation. They can dictate where companies is cited when it's coming from abroad. Don't you know?
No.
They won't give that power to the state. See. They're not going to give that power. The agreement, they're not going to ever give that power out.
They will
See,
me from
if federal government go outside there, go do.
I will negotiate with Canada.
See, let me tell you something.
I want them to come.
Let me tell you, can't negotiate without the federal government. You can't negotiate without the federal government, okay?
They will be
involved. They talk what you know if you do.
Does not mean
they work. They work. If any governor for America, if any governor want move from here go any country, he got to seek the consent of the president. It's done all over the world. It's a federation. Federal government is federal government. You can't go and seek for any economic power and you import arms and bring it to the country. The federal government doesn't know. You have to seek for it. That's why federal government goes outside, seek for business.
Black Panther. That's why we have the. Right. That's why we have the exclusive list.
There will still be something in the exclusive list. This exclusive list. Okay, is still for America too.
Let me give you an example now. Let's say the southeast or the south region. They develop a way to bring investment in order to, improve the electricity system or power generation in their region. And they want to partner with a foreign company or foreign investors. Yes. So you mean the region will still go to Abuja? Are you saying that they will still go to Abuja?
Before the region will even start all those moves, it has to get clearance from the federal government.
It doesn't work like that.
It works, Oga. Look. How do you think America works?
See, in America now, for example, now in America now, says the state of New York. If the state of New York now wants to bring in an investment, say from another country, they don't need to go to Washington. Except
how will they get there? That is what I'm telling you. How will they get that process?
They only have to. They only except if it falls on those areas. For example, no state in the United States can do deals that has to do with defense.
Mr. Jonathan,
arms. You cannot do deals.
See,
you cannot
if
do
you are
deals.
bringing,
Mr. Jonathan, let me help you out.
If you are bringing any economic into the federal government, it has to be vetted by the federal government.
Black Panther, listen, let me clear this thing for you. There is what is called the interagency. The federal agency will be there. The interagency staff will do all those things. When it comes to social job, there are people that are they have assigned for those kind of things. If you are doing everything, you communicate. Both your email will be in a copy of everybody will be together. You will have your team meeting when it's going on. So you don't have to travel to Abuja to do that. So the interagency, the agency for federal government in charge of that one, if I am now in Rivers State, I'm controlling my oil. I will not take my oil to Ukraine to go and measure the meter like the Nigeria is doing today.
In fact,
let me say one thing.
Wait, Black Panther. On that point, as a matter of fact, the contrary is the case. And I will use Canada, for example. We have what we call you must be aware of it. The pipeline deal, where Canada now want to be transporting their crude oil, sand crude oil, to pass through Montana, Idaho. Will be, is a long pipe. That deal, that transaction. You see, the British Columbia government holds sway because it's passing through their land. It's passing through the British Columbia. As much as the federal government of Canada wants it, it's not going through. Because the native people, they are the original owner of the land. And this pipe is passing through their land extensively. They have rejected it. Even so, it is, when you now look at it, it is, if federal government wants to do anything, they have to go. If the region does not agree to it, the federal government cannot just say, okay, we just want to, for example, say the Lagos-Calabar road. See, before the federal government will embark on such a project, they must have seek the approval of those state or region that bridge or that road will pass through. If any of those people say, and they can decide to say, okay, you know what? We don't want this for environmental reason. We don't want it to pass through our region or our state. The federal government cannot just, just shut it down.
Now, Oga Jonathan, you are right. So, you are right on that aspect. That is why it's a federated state. You have to rub your body. Both of you have to rub your body and decide.
Okay,
you don't just
federal government no go beg.
You don't just, they know they beg anything.
Anyway, let me
federal
let
government
me
don't
give
beg anything. Can you
let me
come to my place
let,
and just take land without begging me
See,
for?
let me
Alabo, you think say you go fit succeed without the federal government?
We are not
listen.
saying you are not going to succeed,
What do they talk, sef? You dey
but
think say
federal government
if you get
will need
federalism,
the
na
state.
independence to you people.
No, no,
You
no.
think na so dey be?
If we practice, if we are to practice
Through
the type of
federalism.
true
Through
federalism,
federalism.
federalism should be
Ha.
the only thing the constitution, to be honest with you, or majorly what the constitution should outline are the duties, the areas that the federal have control over. It doesn't have to compromise it. The rest
That yes, yes.
goes to the region. Number one, when you say defense, you mean Air Force, Navy, and the
Navy
Army.
and the military army.
Military, that is it. Number two, intelligence and secret service. That
Secret
one are federal.
service. Federal
Number
government.
three, national boundary and the border control. That one are federal. Now they control border
Authentic.
of every country. Then number four, diplomacy and foreign service to maintain diplomatic mission, ambassador here and there, na federal.
Authentic.
Nothing concern region. Then five, immigration, nationality and passport control. This one na federal. Na federal get them. Nothing go to. Then number six, central banking and monetary policy, interest rate, issue currency, print currency. Whether I go there red, you go there
And
blue.
those things are very powerful.
No, listen, I know now because no, it's true. No, but there are not many. But they are powerful, but there are not many. Then that is according to my list here. That one number six. Number seven, the court system, because there should be a supreme court for the entire country, even if there may be some in the region. Then that's something like the UNAN decide what type of legislation do we want at the federal? Do we want double at the federal, bicameral, or one? So, but all these issues like education, agriculture, health, all this one the region. All this one the region. It doesn't concern anybody. Even to build rail, to build transport, that shouldn't be federal. Should be a regional matter. It should be a regional matter. It shouldn't be federal.
That should be a regional matter, but it should still get its clearance from the federal.
Then see, when you say clearance, what clearance do you? Is it the clearance that you
See,
want to join?
You made mention of immigration, isn't it?
Immigration and passport control. Yes.
Passport control.
Immigration.
That is the clearance I'm talking about.
Immigration, why they talk? Immigration in this case is, passport control is that immigration. If you want to immigrate into a country, say an American want to come and live in Nigeria,
yes,
whether you have to pay this for your whatever it involves, it's federal that has to
it's
handle
federal
it.
government. And I cannot just stay in Rivers State.
It doesn't matter when you come and live in my region.
Yes.
Do you understand? But now federal has to control everything. Issue you passport. If you want Nigerian passport, they issue. If you want our visa, if you want immigration, you want that one a federal. So you leave it exclusively to them, just like currency. Now then go determine whether I go there yellow, this one go there blue, this one go there yellow, this one go be this denomination.
So who owns the offshore?
Which one? Offshore. The resources belong to where you see them.
To the state now. My offshore is
Who owns the offshore?
Offshore belongs to the state, belongs to the region where get them.
Who guides the offshore?
Ha!
See, more very realistic. Nigerians it. Wait, Oga, this thing. We not fit practice what you go the practice. Like I tell you the fact now. All of you are trying to what you are trying to do is that you want to photocopy American system, come put them for Nigeria. I no go work.
Black Panther, listen. Let's put it this way. Alabo, you are from Rivers State, you're on the coast. There is crude oil. You go, they say offshore, you go earn some. What if me, maybe a state like, let me say, which state does not even CC, not even near? Let's say Osun State. They have gold. You go do offshore or onshore there.
Don't mind them.
You know why they talk offshore? You know why they talk offshore?
Yes.
See, I expected you people to bring argument from the distance where federal government will, because it is still the federal. Do you have your military as a region? No. Do you have
We
your
have
Air Force?
every
No.
like for my state, we have
Alabo,
battalion.
I beg, you are myopic.
Mr.
That's why I
Black
don't want to
Panther,
even listen to
Mr.
you.
Black Panther, Mr. Black
See.
Panther. You see the area of transportation that Dr. Sia mentioned earlier is you can split it into two. Within the transportation, there is also what we call the maritime. That one you are talking about is the maritime. It's the federal government that will
It's
handle
a federal state, federal
but
issue.
wait,
No, no, no,
it's
no,
a
no.
federal issue as
Mr.
it
Jonathan.
pertains to it's a federal issue as it pertains to sovereignty.
National security.
Wait, but
I'm talking of resources.
Mr. Jonathan,
I'm talking of
let
resources.
they
That's
follow
why they
Black
do
Panther.
offshore.
But the resources, yes, the resources there.
Offshore and onshore. Now that is where you talk of resources.
What I'm saying that is there belongs to the region now.
That's
Mr.
what I'm
Jonathan.
Who control the offshore?
Mr. Jonathan.
Black Panther. What I'm
Mr.
telling
Jonathan.
you is,
If I am to sell my oil, if I am to sell my oil,
Alabo, hold on.
This
I
Alabo
will
will
not
talk
have
you.
a
Say, you get the oil step. Now you get them.
Alabo, hold on.
We say my oil.
Black Panther. Why I'm saying, do you know why this idea of offshore, onshore? Now Nigerian federal corrupt system. Now just they do it so that federal go they get some. They do they talk the state go they get some. Ideally, that's why I gave you example. Say Osun State, there is no water. Osun State is landlocked, no sea near them, and they have quantity of gold. And then they mine and they chop the money. You go do onshore, tell us, say federal get this.
What of
No, see where I'm coming from. You people argue from one point. There are some states that need to be subsidized. In America, there are some states that is still subsidized. Yeah, by the federal government.
Mr. Black Panther.
Black Panther, if you just talk, let another person still talk.
He no go allow.
That's why the federal government collect taxes now.
Be the main myopic.
That's why the federal government. That's
why I want to say something. Baba, don't please. So you are saying there is a state that is a landlocked or whatever doesn't have sea. That doesn't mean that state cannot produce. Did Japan have anything? Are they not producing car today? Are they not manufacturing electronics?
No.
Man, oh God, you don't think Japan, think Nigeria first. Not they talk Japan here.
I'm using it to give you a reference of what you are saying.
Odua. Why I mentioned that is that River State has crude oil. But Black Panther is saying that there should be onshore, offshore. That the one where they offshore should be federal. No, hold on, man. Alaba, hold on. That the one where they offshore, federal government should have control. Maybe the onshore own should be for state because it did there. Now I give and say, Osun State has not got any sea, but all their resources is underground somewhere in a Ragbiji, and they are mining it and eating. How do federal government come there to interfere? Is it only in crude oil that federal government will be interfering? That is not fair. So if you say every state should manage,
look, Dr. CM, you people are always trying to dodge things under being not fair and fair. You are not thinking about the national security aspect of it. That this oil invites a lot of atrocity towards the state and towards the country. If the federal government offshore, they don't have a deal whereby they got to set up a distance where the federal government will control because of national security purpose. You think because you have this, you can just dictate the world. It's not going to work.
It's not. You see, you said question.
The God not invite.
Let me tell you the second thing. There are some
security.
There are some states. Look, let me say one thing. Let us look at our own state of affairs. There are some states that was created that are not viable.
Black Panther, you see, you can't to open. Wait. You don't allow people to talk. That is your problem. You
talk.
You open different. You touch this, you leave and go open another one. Nigeria.
Talk now. I'm waiting.
Federal government controls Navy, Army, and Air Force. If there should be naval integrity, marine security, is the Navy. Federal government has presence across the ocean. Now then get Navy. That's why we leave unto them. But to drill oil, we get the state, we border it, belongs to the state. Only thing you will say is not the tax that person where they mine small coal or gold. go they pay. Now the tax where person where get all you go they pay. You pay as you earn. In other words, if you are any more from crude oil, you pay more to the federal government. But
Exactly.
the right to mine it now your own. You
Now
where
this
they
is
you where they mine only salt, or maybe you they mine only what they call them one type of any mineral. So you pay according to that. But I don't see the reason why federal government should hands off gold in Oshun or Zamfara. Then they talk of onshore in Bayelsa and Rivers and
River
maybe
State.
Ondo State. No, it
Now,
shouldn't be. We have navy
Dr.
to
CM, let
patrol.
me help you
That's
out
what
with
I'm saying.
something. Let
Thank
me
you.
help you out with something. As a place as my feed, which I can tell you categorically now, if you go to any FPSO or FSO, you will see DPR is there. If there is any lifting going on, the federal government present is there. So if there is anything the federal government want to know, I'm the one controlling my resources. They are present. DPR will still be there to know how much oil they are lifting
Yes.
because they are interested in their 20% or
Tax
30%, depending on
of
what we agree for
your
the tax.
50%. Yes.
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 So that is just the thing. You don't have to come to cut off my river to say I have to go if anywhere water reach my leg, maybe reach my belly or my neck is federal government own. Then, then from there, the other ones is your own. You don't have to treat us in that manner. So if tomorrow you go to find in the River Niger, in River Benue, there is a oil, are you going to treat them in that same way? They should be fair to us. If there is power back to the state, control your resources. Let Oshun, let Zamfara, let the Borno state control their resources and pay taxes to federal government equally. Every state will also create, like me from Riverine area, we will have a marine police. We will not leave it only for the naval. We will also protect our terrain.
You cannot. Can I come in now?
Okay, come in.
Can I come? Let me tell you guys here. You people are talking about exclusive list. You think the federal government will give you everything in exclusive list? What? How we are talking about bargaining with the federal government, which belongs to every one of us.
If I
If
should ask you
you
this
talk about
question,
the exclusive list,
Black
Oga
Panther,
Alabo, allow you to talk. Let me talk.
can I ask you one question?
See,
Why you are
No.
talking now? I just want to ask
don't
you a
ask me
question.
any question. I don't want to hear any question. I want to talk what's in my mind.
Why are you this rude?
You know I want to talk what's in
Eh?
my mind
You
because
too they rude though.
if you want to agree for this constitution to give way, you have to look from the other side. What we suit the other
Since you are
side
talking
too.
now, let me ask you this question: who is the federal government?
I've already answered the question when I was talking. I said the federal government belongs to you and I.
Okay,
See, the
thank you
federal
for answering
government,
that question.
the federal government takes care of the military, the police, their own federal police. They take care of a lot of things that needs free resources, like your defense. It requires trillions of dollars because that's what they're going to focus on to defend every place where offshore where you have all your mineral resources. They have to be there. Now, in the Nigerian state, we are not going to design our constitution or the federal status according to what is entails in their book they wrote in the world, because that one will always fail and it will lead us to another coming back and the military will take over and you see all sort of things. Now, for us to make it acceptable to everybody, you don't have to be greedy because you have oil. That when you put 3-4 oil well, you know go reach one state, and the state where we say not they viable, they cannot collapse their own state, and you want them to belong to your state, and you want one Nigeria. How do you take care of that? Are they going to start because you have oil you cannot give to other people?
Black Panther, can
That is
another
Okay,
one
person
thank
speak?
question
you.
Can
that
I
we
will
another
don't
say
person
ask.
something
speak
to
now? Can
Now,
finish.
another person
now
speak?
let me say something here. The federal
Black
government
Panther,
is not going to give out all the things you guys are talking about when it comes to the round table. The offshore, what I'm trying to say, the offshore, the distance it is in Nigerian vein that they are going to bargain it. They are not going to give all the offshore to the state because the federal government have a role in the offshore.
You are talking, we don't talk and pass.
Wait. Oga, you said they should give. No, they see. Oga, I go come on here now. No, they talk. We are educating people.
Talk.
We are educating people. Let me say what's in my mind. Because of oil now, make I talk.
You are not saying anything. Is this same thing you've been
saying? Why am I not saying anything? Why are you telling me I'm not saying anything?
Different from what you've been saying right from.
You want the federal government to give you all the oil for the offshore.
Now we ask who is the federal government. We ask who is the federal government.
Listen, Black Panther.
That is not possible.
Black Panther. Somebody from Bayelsa. Black Panther.
They cannot give you all because we are different from the Western world.
Who is the federal government? Who is the federal government?
Don't answer. He said now everybody. Now you and
then why is this saying? Is it not the same people that is this saying? Let us control our resources.
We can hold tax for federal government. Federal government were incapacitated. Is that the kind of federation you want to run?
Black Panther, listen. This thing is to me. What is that? It's like you are even too much far ahead. Remember. This thing, remember what Ozekome said, that the National Referendum Commission, they want every ethnic group to bring representative. What it means is that every ethnic group go talk what they want, so nobody go lord it over the other. That is the meaning. Nobody go lord it over the other. Maybe in one small community where they somewhere, when they one area in Taraba get one thing, they will come and say, look, this is what we want. In controlling resources, we want to be fully in control. Ogonimo and talk so.
You cannot be fully in control.
Listen now, hold on. This is negotiation.
Why can't it be fully
this is why, Baba CM, no verse. This is the reason that our country cannot move forward. Because
no. You are
showing it here now. You are showing it.
You are not showing it.
What you are showing now shows that our country cannot move forward.
Have to subsidize other states too.
Subsidize what? I asked you just that did Japan has anything? I did not do it better than the country that have something.
See, listen.
It is just a mentality to imagine.
Do you know how many states California is subsidizing?
There is nothing like California here. It is your mentality to think.
I beg.
This is what I want to become.
They use here. Now, modern life they talk here. Not the native law.
Listen, Black Panther. To be honest with you, Black Panther. The way you are even putting your this across is like it has been agreed that this is what should be done. Then we will be giving this. No, everything is open for debate. Now, Black Panther, when you come and say no, that there are some states that may not have this amount, they will say tax we will not go pay federal.
See that tax belongs to the federal government.
Baba, I beg before anything because I not talk.
Let me give you an example.
I want to say something. Because we are in debate. They are in debate. Please, Black Panther. We are saying some state. How many states was Nigeria before it became? Was it not only a region? Was it not a region?
Mr. Oduwa, this question I have 2 minutes to end this show. 2
minutes.
Okay, thank you. So if some people we collapse their state, let them collapse it because the state was not up to.
That means you are not 21, fair. You are not 18,
fair. Listen, Black Panther, not fairness.
You are not ready to come together now.
Professor Zekome said this thing that in 2014 Jonathan Conference, they agreed that even if a state is not viable, they are free to join together. He said it, and I stand by it. So this has been decided and they agreed on. What they are saying, nobody can come and tell person how to manage.
What was the offshore agreement that they had in that constitution?
There's
Dr.
nothing like
CM,
offshore, onshore. Anybody had
the
resources
tax
controls
agreement.
it.
The resources is yours, whether sure or not sure,
Or
whether
not sure.
land or not land, whether good or not good.
Black Panther,
It is
let me
belong to
say
your
something
side.
to
That
you.
is all.
You know
Control
why I'm
it.
talking about this?
All right, Black
I have an
Panther is
example
okay,
here.
Black Panther is okay. Why is it that you must always continue to argue something you never rest?
I'm not arguing. I'm giving them example. They are not ready to listen.
Nobody
And
fit talk
if
say
they don't
Black
want to
Panther.
listen,
I said California here. They subsidize 10 states.
Then when you want
10.
talk, everybody go shut up. Only I'm go control the
Uh-uh.
place.
10
Talk,
states.
talk, talk,
California,
talk.
they subsidize here.
if they don't want
Ah,
to listen, you let it be. You only
he not agree.
you
He not
want to
agree.
end it by winning it.
No,
Winning,
I'm
yes.
not winning it. They are not listening because in a
No,
Okay,
I
modern
want
world,
us to
you don't
accept
take
what you say.
everything.
No, be say
they
we know
said
the
they don't
listen. Black
want to
Panther, he
listen.
say make we agree for what you say. That is what
Okay,
you are doing.
I bring example. They don't bring example,
You
their
are
own
not bringing
example.
example. We ask you question, you know, if you answer, it's the same thing you have
Which
been
question you
saying.
ask me? I say
We
California,
ask
they
you,
subsidize 10
All
states.
right, no
we ask you
wahala.
question, you know, if you answer, it's the same thing you started this conversation. You are still talking till now.
Okay, no wahala. Una do well. I appreciate every one of you. Even though we laid the platform for 78 years, it's still not enough to talk about what is affecting us in our country. And God will bless you. I guess you guys have managed to talk within yourselves. Although I was also busy doing something else. But still, let's end this show now so that I can concentrate properly on myself. I appreciate you all. Augustine, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, Black Panther, my brother, Mr. Dua, Alga Labo. Thank you very much, Abdul Malik. God will bless you, my people. Thank you, and Patricia as well. She was here earlier on. And those of you that call into the show, and Debbie, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Labo and Black Panther as well. I guess that was only 3 people that called in. And yes, my people that super chatted the platform today, Mother Peg Modi and Victor Galapos, thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful. I'd like to appreciate those of you on the comment section. Start with my mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for always being there for us every day. Thank you so much. My brother Abo Azi, thanks for your consistency, for your selfless service. Miss Max, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Anthony Ola, thank you, my people. Who again there quickly. Debsy, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Amaka, I can see. Thank you, everyone. Please endeavor to join us again later on. I can't say tomorrow anymore because already UK year 0026. So join us again later on, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Is it Nigerian time now? I should be saying or UK time. I don't even understand again. God, my brain everything don't bala blue. Okay, is it the same time with you with Nigeria? Because I don't know.
It is.
You
Okay,
are 2 hours, not be 2 hours ahead or at back.
no, it's the
No,
same. It's the same. They ever change our time is the same. So yes, join us every day, 7 p.m. We are here. Also look out for our pre-recorded videos every day, maybe 1 or 2. We're trying our best to keep this all flowing. We need your encouragement always, your comment, your like, your share, and anyhow you can encourage us. Always do your part. I appreciate every one of you, and leave comment for my panelists. All these arguments sometimes we have here, just leave comment, tag us. What we say or didn't say well, and be constructive. We understand it's not everybody that know how to approach or communicate with people. Just be constructive so that we can learn from you. But when you're not constructive, nobody want to learn from you. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Like I said before, we'll come to the end of this broadcast, and I'll see you guys later on. Take care. Good night, and bye for now.
That's right. Yes. Bye. There's power here tonight.
Know yourself. If young barrel not yet what I'm
Do what you say.
No,